And cello to you guys. Welcome back to some more Sabbat. Is it bad that I want to start these videos off by saying welcome back to Cafe Stella? Just because Cafe Stella, I feel like, took so much inspiration from this and then just made it worse. Like, we can't say that Cafe Stella is better than this, okay? Morning, Meguru.
朝最初に先輩に会えるってやっぱりいいな。
Yeah, I'm happy to see you too.
すっかり一緒に登校するのも定着しましたもんね。
How about we take the detour? That's how you know they become a couple. Like, they have to do everything together.
いえ、そこまでしなくていいですけど。でも、せっかくだから。
I like how she's like, no, we don't have to do that. But, oh, since you asked nicely, I guess we can. Alright, let's hold holds till we get close to school. Is that supposed to be hold hands? Guys, the translators are slacking. Is that okay with you?
はい、先輩。
Yeah, do you want to hold my hold? Your hold is so soft.
そうですか。
From now on, we're replacing it as long as I can remember, which will probably be like 5 minutes in this episode. Yeah, soft and small, just holding it is enough to make my heart race.
それは自分もですよ。先輩の手は大きくてしっかりしてて。
Your hold is so big and strong.
めぐるとは全然違うんだなって。
It's really a boy's hold.
男の人の手だ。
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at my own stupid joke. But hey, the game made it first, okay?
行きましょうか。
Yeah, right.
ごちそうさま。
Yeah, we even finished eating at the same time. We're so in sync. We finish each other's sandwiches.
毎日ここで一緒にお弁当食べてますもんね。些細なことですけど、むずむず嬉しいですよね。
Yeah, I bet Shuji just wants to get into her pants. That's the kind of feeling he's having that's warm and fuzzy. Before we knew it, we were going to school and eating lunch together every day. Through these little activities together, our relationship is gradually growing into something special. I wonder, is that the reason I'm getting this feeling? Okay.
先輩、
Yeah?
さっきよりくっついちゃってますよ。
Do you want me to move away?
いえ、平気です。恋人同士。
Right. It's like every gap between us is steadily eroding away. You can just feel the awkward tension from here.
サノバウィッチ。
And so, the two of us have been deepening our relationship without a hitch.
星名、なんか最近ちょっと落ち着いてきたね。
You think?
あ、若菜ちゃんもそう思ってた？実は俺も思ってたんだよ。
He's slowly becoming domesticated. Just wait till you get married. It gets worse.
めぐるちゃんと付き合い始めた頃は常にこうそわそわしてる感じだったのにさ。
Yeah, he is getting a little bit more confident, which I like. Very big departure from how he was before.
そうそう、自信なさそうにしてて、でも俺が頑張らなきゃみたいなね。
Which is the worst. That's like the Naruto way. And don't get me wrong, I like Naruto. Before Boruto came around, I like Naruto, okay? This whole, like, believe it thing. And just, like, going into it with just no clear plan. So I really like that. You should have said
言
something.
ってどうなるもんでもないだろう。
Yeah, good point.
けど最近この様子、これはひょっとしてカイドウさん？
ええ、カリアさん。これって
稲葉さんと進んじゃいました？
No.
キャー、修二君ってばいつの間におっとな。
No, you're so off base, you don't even know. Are you two having fun?
っていうか俺に断りもなく童貞捨てるなよ。寂しいだろ。
I need your permission to lose my virginity. This is not the kind of friendship I want. I'm just waiting for Hideki to be like, you can't lose your virginity to anybody but me. It has to be me. We're bros. Bros before hoes.
さすがにそういう世界は私もついていけないな。
あ、すまん。
で、カイドウの乱心はともかく、その辺はどうなの、星名？
What say you? There's nothing to say.
捨ててないんす。
Me and Meguru haven't gone that far yet.
聞きましたカリアさん、まだなんですって。
意外だったね。てっきりそうだとばっかり。
っ っていうか逆に遅くね。順調そうだったし、とっくにお互い意識してておかしくないと思うんだけど。
Have y'all forgotten? Do you have the brains of goldfish? Do you remember how long it took him to actually get into a relationship with her? And this is how it goes. And I hate when the characters do this. They take so long to get to the good stuff because they're just so afraid.
まあ男と女
It's
じゃ
just like
違うしね
reality,
そ
and I
の
hate
辺
it.
あと街道基準が一般的だと思われても困るんだけど
I say that yet as I've gotten older and met my wife, we started dating, let's see, within a month of meeting each other, and then got married technically within 6 months, you
そ
know?
こで切り捨てる
Maybe they'll
さ
do
っ
the
きまで
same,
の通過っぷりは
but I don't know. I feel like it's too long. I'm trying to speed run this. Thought we had something special together. I'm telling you, he wants to take our virginity. You seem to be really happy, actually.
俺的にはね、やっぱゾクゾクきますね。
He's happy that we're not in a relationship with... We're not progressing our relationship with a woman. Hardcore masochists are sad creatures on Karya.
ね
君ら仲いいな。
Oh my gosh, she's so jealous. I can see what they're trying to say. Any couple that gets along will end up doing that eventually. I would say most. I mean, there's some people that are asexual. They don't really even care about it at all. I have a friend who's like that.
ごちそうさまでした
After finishing eating lunch together like usual, Meguru shifts around a little so she's facing me. Oh my gosh. Looks up at me with sparkling eyes full of anticipation. If she had a tail, it'd be wagging like crazy. His furry fantasies are leaking.
何するんですか
Sorry, I couldn't help it. The way you were wagging your tail was too cute.
生えてません先輩いつ自分のお尻見たんですかなんて
I don't know, guys. Hear me out, okay? Butts over boobs. I think boobs are great. But I think butts are great, too. You want some help farming some materials? Oh my gosh, don't go back to Monster Hunter. You guys are dating now.
そういう話でしたけど
You don't care about video games anymore.
行きます
I guess Courier is the best place. They're going to play video games, guys. I'm all for a couple that plays video games. I have nothing wrong with that. I wish my wife would play more games with me. She plays stupid mobile games instead of playing real games. But I digress. I wish she would play some more with me. But it doesn't make for a good story, okay? I'm trying to read about your guys' romance. I'm trying to see it deepen here, okay? And you guys are like, let's go play Monster Hunter. Got him. That was a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
そうですね
Well, lunch break's about over, so we better head back.
ラジャーですじゃあ行き
Wow, that was the most useful story edition. We did one thing, now we're gonna stop playing. I'm sorry, I've become like such a pessimist when it comes to like stories like this now. Where they're like just padding time. Hey, yo! Gosh, not in the library. Anywhere but the library. Make the cutest face whenever you kiss.
あやだ
Why are you...
はい
How are you seeing her face when you're kissing? You're supposed to have your eyes closed.
可愛いのはいつものことですけどね
Alright. Alright, fair enough. Which is why I wanted to kiss you so bad before leaving. Oh my gosh. Ah,
もう
I feel bad reading that.
それなら先輩
Oh no, it's
そっち
coming.
の子のめぐる
It's
だと
coming right now. The conversation. You really are. My heart throbs whenever I see you like that. I love it. We should really get going now. Lunch break will end before we're back at this rate.
はい
She's got something on her mind. She's got to have it on her mind because obviously we don't. I feel like we do, but we like suppress it so much because we get called a pervert. Like that's how this kind of thing goes. They like gaslight us into being this big pervert. So we try to suppress it and then they're like, hey, how come he's not making a move? Because you gaslit us the whole time. Made us into the villain for wanting anything.
どうしたのめぐるちゃんなんかうなってるけど
There needs to be some justice for these like kind of dense anime protagonists.
あいえいえすいませんなあそっかあならいいんだけどちら
What What is it?
だからなんでもないっしょ。
Just thinking about how badass I am or something. Shuji, that's not what she's thinking about at all.
何言ってるんですかね、この人は。可愛い彼女がいるからって調子に乗ってません？
Can't help it when she's this cute.
それはどうもです。そんな感じでお願いします。
If I wasn't such a lazy editor, I would love to keep track of how many times he's called her cute. It could spin at least like 3 or 4 times.
ほのろけの腕が上がったね、星野くんは。
No, he's not. Not at all. He's gotten a little bit more forward. I wouldn't say it's good, though. I think good is stretching it, but if Toko says maybe I'm wrong.
爆発してくださいと言えばいいんでしたっけ？
Please blow up and die? What?
そうだよ。それがカップルに対する最高の祝福の言葉だからね。
She's lying. I actually saw this exact opposite.
でも、星野くんも言われてちょっと嬉しいよね。
Is that just because like you're sick of hearing it? Like, so go blow up and die? Because they're getting like so close with each other? Is that the idea behind it? I guess I'm happy they would come off as intimate enough for people to be saying that. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I think it's saying.
爆発してください。
Hold up. We add this to the bookmark. Please blow up and die.
あ、かけらは残してね。
Leave behind your heart fragments, okay? Damn, you're scaring me. Now I'm picturing myself shattering into a million pieces. Good, that's how I want you to die.
とにかく、お二人の仲が順調で何よりです。
I want you to die for making me suffer through the most cringiest dialogue. Every time I play these, every time it gets into the romance, it's just this really terrible dialogue. And there's a bunch of kissing sounds that make me feel so uncomfortable. Like, imagine being a YouTuber and then just reading kissing sounds and having people watch you read that. It's the ultimate embarrassment. It's just, I might as well become a masochist so I can start enjoying it, and I'm not there. We continue our conversation in the club room.
確かに順調ですけど、着々と進展してるし、先輩なんかすごく愛情表現してくれるようになりました。最近はこれといって新しい段階に進んだ感じはないし、次はどうしてくれるんだろうって今日もドキドキしてたのにな。先輩、頭撫でたりキスしたりとかしかしてくれないし。
I don't think there's anything wrong in a relationship taking things slow. I actually think in some ways that's better. You kind of flesh it out more and enjoy it. I think once you hit certain milestones, everything else before that kind of diminishes. So I actually think it's better if you make that part last. Make the part where you've only held hands or only kissed a little bit, you know, make that last as long as possible. Because once you hit that home run, per se, I feel like it kind of diminishes those other things. It doesn't feel special anymore because you've done more. Does that make sense?
それ自体はすっごく嬉しかったけど、めぐるの方見てくれてないし、なんかちょっと微妙に拍子抜け続きなんです。先輩は意識しないのかな。
What is this woman talking about? All he does is show interest in you.
とか、特に普通意識すると思うんだけど。
Okay,
ていうか先輩
maybe.
お釣りだし。
Maybe you guys shouldn't have kept calling him a pervert for doing stupid stuff. You guys were changing in the room, the club room, and you had the door unlocked, and you called him a pervert for walking in on you. And any guy would analyze the situation in that moment, okay? Now, would they maybe do a little bit more than just analyze? I don't know. But they would at least look and see what's going on, because they'd be like, why is the club room open if you guys are changing in here? You gaslight him over stupid things like that, and then say, oh, he's a closet pervert. Like, no, he's an open pervert. It's just he's trying to watch himself now, because you guys have kept calling him one.
で、ひょっとしてむっつりなのはめぐるの方？
Ah, yeah, maybe it is you.
そんなわけないし、絶対先輩の方がむっつりだし。
I know this is probably a joke and probably not representative, but it does feel like that way with women sometimes.
なのに、なんでそういう気配すら。
Because he just got into a relationship with you and doesn't just want to show you that he wants sex. Because then you know what you're going to think if he goes in immediately into sex once you get in a relationship? then you're gonna think all he wants is sex. He doesn't win. He doesn't win.
それともめぐる相手だとそういう気が起きない？
I would say if he's playing with your hair and he's kissing up on you and he's scooting a little bit over closer during lunch, he's flirting. He's doing what he should be doing.
確かに胸とか小さめかもしれないし。
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to read that.
他のみんなが大きすぎるだけでめぐるだって普通に膨らんではいるし。
Everyone here just has unusually big boobs.
でも
Okay, Tokos are big,
可愛い
okay?
足とかお尻とかなら少しは結構気をつけてるし。
Hell yeah. If he is, he's a man of culture. Okay? I think the butt and legs. I mean, boobs are great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying boobs don't matter, but I think the emphasis should be on the butt and legs. And I won't go into the reason why I feel that way.
好きだからなの？でも前にめぐるの足。
Huh. Something seems to be troubling Meguru. Even putting my emotion reading aside, her face is an open book right now. Though I do love how open and sincere she is. She's so freaking cute, it's enough to make me want to do her on the spot. That's right, it's not like I don't have those kinds of thoughts. I want to make the adorable and wonderful Meguru mine. There's no way I wouldn't be sexually attracted to her. She definitely turns me on. I have to have sex with her. I want to have sex with her. And I'm keenly aware that Meguru is thinking the same. That's the problem. What do you mean that's the problem? You guys both have the same interests. Just do it! My relationship with Meguru has been growing and deepening without a problem. This might feel like I'm able to take control of any situation by reading her feelings. Would you guys be insulted if I just skip to it? I've started to want to do that when I'm playing visual novels. I feel like if I did skip a little bit more dialogue, kind of skip to good parts, I would probably get through them, and I would probably stop losing motivation as much. I know it's a bit late in the game to be realizing this, but I also feel bad about how easy I can read her. Can't help but wonder if it's somehow unfair to her. But I don't want to miss like the actual importance of it. It's so hard to know what's important. Like, you could say everything's important, right? And I would maybe take that stance too. But if I was reading this and I didn't have to worry about you guys being able to follow along, I would be reading through this much faster. I would be not necessarily skipping, but I would be speedrunning it, essentially. Normal couples get along without relying on this kind of ability. Normal people have to pick up on how their partner feels and develop their relationship the natural way. But I'm not normal. Why do I always take everything in such a negative direction? If I didn't have this ability, I wouldn't have hooked up with Meguru in the first place. Still, it's hard not to feel guilty for using it sometimes. Part of my way of life. I've inherited this ability from you, a witch. Your ability was similar to mine. Currently, I don't know how to feel about it. Wonder how it was for you. Tadaima! Welcome back.
なんだ母さんに手を合わせてたのか感心感心
I personally think that's kind of weird, but maybe in Japanese culture that's a little bit more normal to kind of honor the dead. I would find it kind of weird if I was talking to someone who's not there, but
俺も母さんただいま
my dad.
なんだ今晩のメニューなら父さんハンバーグがいいぞ
Sorry, I've already made twice cooked pork for
ま
tonight.
あ肉が入ってるからギリセーフとしておこうそれじゃあ早速いただくかな息子の手料理を
I can respect the Japanese wanting to eat meat. Like, that's great. I love eating meat with every meal. Is that good for you? No.
真面目な話みたいだなでいくらいるんだゲーマン
No, we're not asking for money. Don't take out your wallet. I'm not asking you for money.
通じないのか父さんちょっと寂しいまあ5万円
Gosh, dang. That's like $500.
でもお前最近物入りなんじゃないのあれこれ金がかかるだろ
It's true, though. Taking a woman out on a date, it can be quite pricey. Everything just costs so much.
そりゃあ愛する息子のことだからなまそういうことに関しては母さんにはかなわないけど
Dad turns to the photo of mom with an affectionate smile on his face. Right, this is exactly what I want to ask him about. Say, Dad,
うん
how did Mom feel about that? She's good at guessing what people were thinking, right?
前に話した通りな。まるで心が読めてるみ
In exchange for her hearing impairment.
そういうことなんだろうな。彼女の境遇がそういうコミュニケーション能力を
And I get the feeling that Mom must have been happy to have that ability.
そりゃそうだ。おかげで父さんと愛を深め合ってお前を作れたんだからな。
Mom's ability was magical in nature. I suppose she wanted to read people's minds because of her deafness. She wanted some way to connect with others, that's all. Mom just wanted to live a normal life alongside everyone else, and then she met Dad. They loved each other, and as proof of their love, I was born. I can understand how Mom felt, but since I inherited my ability, I don't have a reason for having it like Mom did. I was just born with it. I was tormented by it without knowing why I had it. I wonder if that has to do with her wish. I wonder if her wish had to do with having us or giving us the ability. Kind of similar to what she had. Just because we know that the witch contract has some kind of stipulation with it, right? Like you kind of have that downside as you're kind of building up the heart fragments, and then once you complete it, you get a wish granted, right? So I'm assuming that has something to do with us. Could be that we pass down that ability. I don't think that's normal. Is it? I don't know. I know we talked about it before. I don't remember if we said it was normal or not. Completely understand why. Just having it makes you feel guilty. You learn secrets you never meant to know. Even when the ability is helpful, I can feel grateful for it. I'm never proud to have it.
修二
Dad calls out to me, snapping me on my thoughts.
お前が何を悩んでるんだかは母さんは俺のことを精一杯に理解しようとしてくれてたんだぞ。俺が嬉しく思わないわけがない。愛する女にそう思われて嬉しくないわけがお前の相手もきっとそうだと思うぞ。ただな、母さんも一言俺に言ってくれればよかったのに。もうどうしようもないけど。
Thank you. I'll heat your dinner up for you.
ゲーマンはいいの
I'll take them, thanks.
代わりに今度紹介しろよ。
You've got me completely figured out, huh? Yeah, I will soon. Meguru would be happy to meet you too, I'm sure.
おお、めぐるちゃんっていうのか。よしよし。
Alright, dinner will be ready in a moment.
はーい。ああ、そうそう。それと父さん、明日明後日ちょっと会社に泊まりだから。
That's terrible. I absolutely hate that part about Japanese culture where it's like you have to dedicate yourself to your job or you're a terrible human being. You know, you're not a good worker. It's such bullshit. It's all a bunch of bullshit. You don't have to dedicate your life to your work. Like they're not gonna really care if you leave. Okay, you could leave tomorrow, and they're not gonna care. They're really not. They're not your family, so it's a bunch of bullshit that you have to dedicate overnight, especially. Like that's unheard of. Telling me that now after what we just talked about.
むしろ今だろう。父さん仕事頑張るから。お前も。父さんはそこまでは知らん。で、ご飯まだ
No, because you keep distracting me. Really, though. Thank you, Dad. For the money, obviously, and for letting me have the house to myself, but most of all for talking about Mom. Learned something important in our conversation just now. Up until now, I've been just striving to read and accommodate Megur's feelings, but that alone is not enough. I'm positive now that there's something more important than that.
そういうのあると思うんですよ。
Real quick, Meguru, I just want to say that I really appreciate, like, the relationship he has with his dad. I mean, his dad is an interesting bag of things, right? But I do think it's nice that he can talk so openly and they kind of talk fondly about their mom, right? I think that's really important, you know, to like respect your partner and especially like the mother of your children. I think that's really important that you respect them. So I really like that he does that even though she's not around anymore. Like he always talks so like greatly about her. Like he has great respect and it seems like he hasn't taken on another partner since then. Like you can tell that he really loved her. Which I think is just a great example for us.
先輩どっかで引け目を感じてるんじゃないかなみたいな気が。
Ah, you're at Ayashi's house.
基本的に鈍感で当変木なくせに気にするところは人一倍気にしてくれる人だから 良くも悪くも。
I don't think there's anything wrong with what Shuji's been doing. Clearly, they're both thinking a little bit about moving forward, but I don't think it's wrong to make that last. Like I said earlier, I don't want to repeat myself, but I totally agree with Shuji's kind of slow pace. I think Meguru, if she feels this way, should just talk to him about it. Like, hey, do you want to go a little bit further? Just kind of gauge with him. Like, just have the conversation. If you can't have the conversation with your partner's probably not that great. Like, you should be able to openly communicate about things. And if not, you should learn to do that.
いや、ひょっとしたら本当に単なる自分の魅力不足なのかもしれないんですけど。
Because see, you start thinking shit like this, like, you haven't even talked to him. You don't even know how he feels. He kind of wants to do the same thing too. But like I said, he has that reservation because of things that have been said about him before. That's just what I'm assuming. You call him a pervert all the time. He's going to try to not act like a pervert now that he's in a relationship with you because he wants to impress you.
そんなことはないと思いますけど。
Thank you, Ayachi.
だったらいいんですけどね。っていうかごめんなさい。急に押しかけてあげてもらっただけでも迷惑なのに、一人でペラペラ喋っちゃってて。気にしないでください。私は。そうなんですか？はい。稲葉さんが私を相談相手と見込んでくれるのは嬉しいです。それは別にお二人が仲を深めると私のかけらも返ってくるから。ねね先輩。そんなに強く抱きつかれるのは。でも嬉しいんですもん。稲葉さんはしてほしい方なんじゃないんですか？それも星名くんに。ねね先輩、どうして星名先輩は先に進もうとしてくれないんでしょう。
This is the whole reason I come over to Nene Senpai's place today, after all. Our relationship is going great. Things couldn't be better, but I still feel a little uneasy. Do I just lack self-confidence? I don't feel weighed down by the issue with Chi-chan anymore, though.
彼の心には生まれつき備えてしまっていたあの能力のせいで。
A hole in his heart. I've heard about that before. It's because Senpai can sense other people's emotions.
星名くんはずっと苦しんできました。未だにそれは続いているんだと思います。
He's been through a lot of painful experiences leading to the hole in his heart. The hole grew so big that it tried to repair itself by absorbing other people's heart fragments.
でもそれは最近どんどん埋まってきてる。それは間違いありません。ですが埋めきれているわけでもある。そう。
Nene Senpai and Tsumugi Senpai are able to tell that much. Their fragments are being returned to them as the heart
なので
fills.
どうか稲葉さん、怒ったりじれたりしないであげてほしい。怒ったりなんかしませんよ。はい。彼の心の穴は言ってしまえばトラウマのようなもの。それを解消しきるのは簡単なことではあり、今までの生き方や考え方を。はい。自分もわかる気しますもん。自分だって似たようなものでしたから。自分と先輩はそういうところに苦労しちゃう。だけど自分は先輩にそういうのを埋めてもらったから。だから。
I thought he hadn't filled your hole yet. I thought that's what your problem was with them.
稲葉さん、今度は自分が先輩の穴を埋めてあげたいですよ。
I'm sorry, I'm so immature. I really am. I'm not even gonna say anything.
そのためにできることなら何だってしてあげたい。好きなんですもん。先輩が大事でしょうがないんですもん。でも先輩は恥ずかしいのかな。相手は自分なのに。いいじゃないですか、思い切れば。拒否なんかしませんよ。自分から切り出すのは無理だけど。
And that's why nothing has happened, because you can't say that to him.
なんだかそのあれの話みたいになってきちゃいます。あれですか？はい、その 穴を埋めるってそういう意味じゃなくて
Sure, it wasn't.
いや確かにそういう話からスタートしてたんですけどっていうかそれなら自分の方が埋めてもらう側ですし
Oh my gosh, I can't believe they actually went in this direction. I was joking, and now they're joking about it.
そうですよねごめんなさい失礼しました
I'm glad that Nene was thinking the exact same thing, though. She's like, oh, you're gonna fill his hole. Like, oh.
でも
Kind of lewd.
なんかそういうことなのかもしれません
The moral of the story is don't let a girl fill your hole unless she's a goth girl.
はあ交尾ですか
Kobe desu ka?
言い換えても同じですって違いますよっていうかこの人意外とそういう下ネタ多くないです
That's literally what you've been thinking about. She's literally saying exactly what's been on your mind. So don't blame her. This is what the problem. You always blame the other person for thinking what you were thinking.
そんなことは今ちょっと考えましたよねはいごめんなさい本当は分かってるんです
Terrible gaslighting
私は
here.
そういう人間だって表を歩けない類の人間だってその目怖いごめんなさいちょっとノリで言い過ぎましたというかこういうところですよ間合いを測るのが下手っていうか
That's right. He's not the only one who's a part of the problem. Maybe the current situation is because we're both socially awkward. I make Senpai guess what I want all the time, while hardly ever trying to do the same. If I want our relationship to advance any further, I might have to try to do for him what he's been doing for
じい
me.
ちゃんが急にいなくなってでも一人でも頑張らなきゃって思ったみたいそうしてめぐるは先輩と出会ったんだから
I'm sure right now is that sort of moment. This is a pivotal moment in my life.
稲葉さんねね先輩はいいつも頼み事ばっかりでごめんなさいけどまた一つ
So wait, you're actually gonna take initiative here? Okay.
サノバウィッチ
There's her just reading her lewd books.
先輩今日の放課後遊びに行っていいですか
Meguru sheepishly asks me that. She does so while taking our usual routes to school. I scratch my head and think to myself for a bit.
ダメですか
I didn't say that. I was just thinking about how you beat me to the punch. Sorry for always making you be the one who asks.
先輩も今日の放課後誘ってくれるつもりだったんで
Yeah, I was gonna invite you over to my place.
行きます超行きます
Oh, something's totally happening.
自分もそれじゃあ放課後約束ですよ
She's got the resolve to take initiative, and her dad, or our dad, just said he's gonna be like gone for 2 days. Which is terrible, by the way. Don't condone that. I don't even condone it for story purposes.
おはようございます
Ohio.
おはよ
I actually signed a note, Cinema. Can I ask you something?
うはい
Would it be okay if I skip club today?
星名くんだけですか
No, Meguru as well. Well, you know, I've got something I really want to talk to her about. Or that Meguru and I have to keep bailing on you like
い
this.
え気にしないでください大事なことだもんね
That's really funny that I like this better than Cafe Stella, because Cafe Stella was nice in the sense that it wasn't revolved around a school setting. And you know what? That's weird to me, because I actually love when they stop using a school setting. But here I am, preferring the school setting in this instance. I guess it just goes to show it's really well done. Even though they do drag things out. But, I mean, what visual novel doesn't drag things out? Every single one I played has moments where I feel like it's dragging. Where I really just wanted to, like, hurry up and get to the good stuff. I understand you need some of that padding in between to make the story feel fleshed out, to make it feel natural. And I'm probably going to play visual novels that are even worse than that. I can't wait till I get to, like, a key game. I'm sure those will drag out quite a bit. But, I don't
欠
know.
席については承知しました稲葉さんにもそう伝えてください
Thanks. So then,
そうごゆっくり
what do you mean?
いえ
With my head tilted in puzzlement at Aichi-san's final remark, I returned to my seat. Wonder what she meant by that. Crazy. Anyways, that's right. Today is an important day. Like I told Aichi-san, I want to have a heart-to-heart talk with Meguru. I resolved myself to tell her everything that's on my mind without hiding anything. At least somebody can just say their mind. Including how I feel about the ability I was born with. Therefore, if I want to be with Meguru, then we can't leave things as they currently are. If I really love Meguru, if I want to truly be together with this girl who became my very first girlfriend, then I need to move past my current way of life. School flashed by in a flash. That's because we have something actually important going on in the story. And so they just skip school because, you know, the school setting is there just as a catalyst for other things, not to be the focus, which I enjoy. As I spent all day reflecting on the inner turmoil within my heart, shall we?
Hi, senpai.
I need to play some other school settings. I've been kind of thinking lately about how much I like Clanad. I really liked Clanad. I did watch Canon. I feel like Canon's a little bit hard to rewatch just because it is slow. But I'd like to get into, I think it has a visual novel, Little Busters. I should probably read that at some point. I should probably read Little Busters. Definitely want to I definitely want to read through Rewrite. And then Summer Pockets will happen next year. That's on my list to do. So whenever that comes out. I have a lot of visual novels I want to play. But like I said, they just drag so much that it's really hard to get through the story in an inappropriate amount of time, okay? I guess I really hate when they just kind of throw a love story on you. Like, it doesn't have the proper build-up, but at the same time, I hate when they do too much build-up. It's like, I gotta have this just right amount, and it's never right. Well, with Meguru by my side, we take the usual detour home. There's some people that get it right. I find that, and I'm probably bad for saying this, I find that Yuri stories usually have the right amount of build-up. I feel like they are generally fast-paced, versus the stuff that's maybe for guys. I don't know. Would you say Yuri is more for guys or for girls? I feel like it's catered towards girls, like girls that like other girls. I feel like Yuri stories are usually kind of more towards them, but I'm a guy who really likes Yuri. I just think the romance is really good. I'm like, if I like one girl, won't I like two girls, you know, as a romance? Meguru by my side, we take the usual detour home. Today we aren't going down this road on a whim. I deliberately chose to go this way. Meguru is silently walking next to me, her eyes pointed down at the ground. So I'd expect we're not holding anything resembling a conversation, but still we're together this whole time. How many times have we walked down this alley together by now? And so after walking in comfortable silence for a while... Oh. Is this your house? Is this the entrance to your apartment?
Hi, senpai.
Because I'm assuming he has an apartment that's shared with other people. Like, it's not just him. And head to my bedroom, and... like, there's no way his family is rich enough that they have, like, their own whole house. Something I want to talk to you about, Meguru. Turns out I was the only one with something on my mind. Really? Sorry, I'll try to slow down a little bit. I have been kind of, like, trying to progress, because I know we're, like, just so close to them moving a little bit forward, that I've been just kind of antsy to get ahead. Ah, here comes Meguru's bittersweet taste. My heart starts pounding and my chest tightens up, which is why we need to have this talk. Okay, let's get right into it.
Hi.
Sorry for swinging this on you so quickly after coming here. Meguru.
Hi.
I love you. The feelings you direct my way make every day a wonderful experience for me. There's seriously nothing better. For a while I was happy to indulge in them as much as I could, but now I've started to feel bad about how one-sided the sharing of feelings have been. In a way, it feels kind of like I'm using an underhanded method to take control of every situation. I mean, isn't that basically what I'm doing? Nobody else can pick up on the kind of things that I can. There are moments where it simply feels unfair, like I'm taking advantage of you. Yeah, it's true that my ability is what brought us together, but I can't help but think Is it really okay for me to take things any further with us while playing dirty like this? I know, really, I do. I mean, I can read your feelings. But I still get anxious thinking about that. It's like I'm cursed. I'm at the whim of my ability and tormented by it my whole life. I just can't feel good about using it. Finally managed to confess to her what I couldn't before. I do imagine that there would be this conundrum about acting on feelings, kind of like acting on information that you shouldn't know. Like that would be a big no-no if you were playing like D&D. So I'm kind of imagining that in my head. Like using outsider information. Is that metagaming? Is that the term? Where you're kind of using information like that you as the player know, but as the character in the story, they shouldn't know that. I didn't mention to confess to her what I couldn't before. It's all because it's all I can do. All I can do stop. Is that supposed to be all I can do to stop myself from shivering as I await Meguru's response? Having heard my confession, Meguru looks up at me and begins talking.
自分もずっと感じてました。先輩、どこかしらで引け目みたいなものを感じて、何かを気にしてるんじゃないか。だって先輩、いつまで経っても自分に手を出してくれないから。だけど思ったんですよ。先輩の心には穴が開いてて、先輩はずっと能力のせいで苦しんできた。だからそれもわかる気がするって。自分は先輩の彼女で同志みたいなものだから、自分は先輩にそういうのを埋めてもらったから、今度は自分が先輩の穴を埋めてあげたいって。そのためなら何だってしてあげたいって。めぐる、先輩が本当に大好きなんですもん。
Hearing that is enough to bring tears to my eyes. Meguru, the girl I love so dearly, I can feel her love for me with my entire
だ
body.
からめぐるも先輩の気持ちをしっかり受け止めなきゃって思ったんですよ。めぐるが受け止めてもらうだけじゃなくて、伝えてもらうようにもならなきゃって。
Turns out we were thinking the same thing yet again. I do feel like these two do have that chemistry. Like they do work really well together. I like their relationship. It's not like... It's not like they don't have to work for things. Let's put it that way. I end up flashing my typical wry smile without even realizing it. What a coincidence. Is this what it means to be a couple? To love each other? I'd like to think so. Actually, I deeply want to believe that's the case. I feel like love for each, couple is a little bit different. Like the way they show that, the way they express it. So I don't want to generalize it too much. Which is why I need to overcome my anxiety so I can just come out and say it already. I'll never change if I don't.
先輩
I thought the very same thing. I need to convey my feelings to you better. I don't want us to have any regrets. I want the happy times with Meguru to continue forever. Meguru, I want you. I want you from the bottom of my heart. You, the one and only girl I love in the whole world. Sorry if I'm laying on a bit thick, but that's how I feel. I need to convey my feelings to her unfiltered. Just like she has done for me. I just... Ooh, we're back to this. Meguru pulls me into her arms and hugs me tightly like she once did before. She's nervous. It clearly took a lot of courage to do this, but she still faces me head on with a smile on her face. But unlike the time before, she isn't doing this to offer me her
一
feelings.
緒です。一緒です
Did
よ
I read that right?
先輩。伝えなきゃっていうのも、受け止めたいっていうのも、だから先輩の気持ちもそうやってめぐるにください。
Just as I've accepted all of Meguru, Meguru wants to accept all of me. But she has wrapped me in her arms as an expression of her firm resolve. God, we really do think alike.
それがなんだかすでに嬉しい感じ。だからきっと大丈夫なんですよ。そういうことなんですよ。どんなに恥ずかしくたって伝え合って さらけ出し合って一緒に喜び合って、そうやってもっと一緒になっていきたいです。彼女なんですもん、めぐる。めぐるの考えてることが、その分先輩も教えてくれればいいんです。教えてください。
Your heart is beating so fast right now. It's the same for me. My heart is racing like crazy, and honestly, I'm aroused.
めぐるにもっと
Wow, good job. This is a great segue, guys. Want to have sex with you. See, this is what I mean. I complain when it takes so long for the build-up, and then I also complain once we get there. Because I'm like, it's just never... It's never natural enough. It's never right. I want it to be fast, but I want it to be natural. Oh. I want to strip you naked. I want to see your breasts. Am I allowed to say that? Am I going to get, like, in trouble? I don't actually know. I want to crust you all over and make you feel good. I'm going to just... I want you to use my impossibly aroused cock to take your virginity, Meguru. You know, I'm just going to say it. You guys don't care if I say it, okay? You know what's going on here. Lay everything bare for Meguru. Feel so exposed I almost shiver.
はい行動でも
I'm just surprised he outright said that. Just like, hey, I want it. I want you to touch me. He's just very direct. They're not afraid.
ください。
Because I'm like... It's easy to see what she's implying. Meguru's averting her eyes and her face is very red. This is the clean version, mind you. I have not applied the patch. Her tiny hands are still gripping me tight and show no signs of letting me go.
ねね先輩の家に泊めてもらうって。
Meguru's finally accepted me. Oh, you guys are so boning. It's no longer any need to hold back my feelings. Did you already do it? We've become a much closer couple in the span of one very special night. The one thing I do like is I like to react, I guess, after the fact, after the H scene. I can't obviously show the H scene, but I do like when I do have the patch and I can like watch it to see like how dirty it gets, because some of them are just some of them are wild. I think the dirtiest, wildest one that I've seen, I'm gonna give two examples. The first was 9-9, episode 3. That one was wild. With yeah, I'm not even going to go into that. That one was really kinky. The other one that was super kinky had to be with our sister in, why am I blanking on the name? Happy Mare. There was a scene pretty early on with our sister in Happy Mare. Actually, the two that you see earliest on, those were both wild. Both CGs. Anyways, if you know, you know. Way I see it, relationships deepen when you learn more about one another. Yeah. I think a relationship deepens, like, the more you learn about each other, because that's how you become closer. You become more trusting of each other. Like, if you're willing to divulge more things about yourself, I think that deepens trust, which deepens relationship. For instance, you tend to grow attracted to people when you see something special in them you don't see in anyone else. Sure. Same goes for when you begin dating someone. I don't think the act of dating someone makes something special. When two people learn that they love each other, the relationship naturally evolves into a romantic one. But I need to think about this in terms of Japanese. I feel like they start dating once they confess for each other. You know, they instantly go into a relationship at that point. At least that's my impression of it, which is a little bit different than America, where you can kind of date someone and not love them yet. Like, you're kind of dating with the intent to get to know them almost. Like, you have kind of that basic bare interest and you want to progress that. So you start dating and kind of explore that. That's just how it is. Cello. Point being, now that Meguru and I have slept with each other, we've had the pleasure of exchanging our feelings in a totally new way. As a result, I feel like our relationship has grown deeper than ever before. We've really turned this detour into our own little custom, huh? Like usual, we're on our way to school together after meeting up in the morning.
だってこの時間でも人通りがないから。
Perfect for what?
そうですよ。
Meguru wraps her arm around mine and grabs my hand. She then leans her head on me and rubs her cheek against my bicep like a cuddly kitten. As long as she's not your Discord kitten. We're not exploring that. Suppose this is another morning custom for us.
はい、やっぱりこうしないとですよね、朝は。先輩、今日も大好きですよ。
I don't know, didn't you guys stay together last night? Maybe she's saying normally, like she has to at least have this if they don't do that. Meguru's been like this ever since our first time when we took our relationship to the next level. She's been seriously touchy-feely, refusing to leave my side and always wanting to cuddle. Well, you guys have kind of established that next level physical intimacy, you know, so you kind of want to be with that person all the time. I feel like as you kind of progress, like over time in a relationship, that you don't necessarily need to do that as much, but it's crazy how I say that, but like if I'm away from my wife, like I get lonely. It is really lonely, like not being with someone. You get so used to sleeping by them every night. And I'm not even talking about anything sexual, I'm just talking about in general, like just the presence of somebody you love near you. Like you get so used to that, you kind of take it for granted a little bit. So like when I'm away, if I had to sleep somewhere else, it's really weird. You'll find a lot of couples will say that after, you know, being around each other so much, it's really weird not being around them, even if you're not in this really like infatuation stage.
何ですか?
Nothing, I was just thinking about how happy you seem right now.
そりゃそうですよ。先輩とくっつきたいって昨日帰ってからついさっきまで思ってたんですもん。今それが目いっぱいにかなってるんですから。
You wanted it that
くっ
badly.
つくのが一番好きっていう気持ちを。ほら先輩、わかります？えいえい、先輩。
Yeah, my arm is practically tingling from all the love you're sending me. I do believe in love languages too. I feel like a lot of the time when you have visual novel characters, they have the love language of like physical touch. So like they kind of show that they love each other by like holding on to each other and all that kind of stuff. And I know you do a lot of that when you first get in a relationship, but realistically, not everybody likes to show that love like all the time. Like they want a time for like physical intimacy, and then the rest of the time they don't want that. Because my wife doesn't like that. My wife doesn't like to be touching all the time, you know, right? She likes to do like acts of service, right? Like that's her way of showing love or whatever. But mine's like physical intimacy, which a lot of guys are. They like to show it by like, hey, I'm gonna put my arm around you, you know, I'm gonna love up on you. That's how I'm gonna show like, hey, I appreciate you. Girls don't always necessarily do that as much, but they certainly do in these. Meguru's trying to express her feelings of her whole body. I love you so much that this is all I ever want to do. The feelings she's expressing are deeper than words. Since she's saying that doing this makes her happy, it's not just my arm that's tingling. Tingling sweet heat is coursing through my entire body. You know what that means. He says his entire body, it's one part. Let's not kid ourselves. I affectionately whisper my appreciation to her. In response, Meguru lets out a strangely erotic moan.
そうそれもですよ。
Yeah, calm yourself. What do you mean?
こうやってくっついてると先輩の声が耳元で聞こえるわけじゃないです。
True, especially when I'm turned towards
で
you.
時々低くささやくみたいに言ってくれますよね。それがもう
Girls like when you whisper to them. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna elaborate.
すごくゾクゾクってくるんですよ。耳元でイケメンボイスとか反則です。
I have a sexy voice. I never knew that. Nobody's ever told me that before.
そりゃ乙女芸に出てるような声優さんと比べたら普通面ボイスもいいところなんでしょうけどね。
Just had to build us up and then shoot us back down.
でも自分にはそうなんですよ。あの最中にも
Hell yeah. Shuji, my man.
くれたじゃないですか。
He knows the secret. He knows the secret to turning on a woman. It's a little embarrassing to think back on it
め
though.
ぐるも思い出すんですよ。自分はこの人のなんだってゾクゾク嬉しいっ
I do appreciate that they're talking about what happened a little bit, just because since we kind of have to miss out on it, right? Unless you played it and seen the scene yourself, it's kind of nice to like get an idea of what happened.
先輩好き
I've been jittery from happiness too. It's not that we've learned everything about each other, but more that we've discovered how to start the process of learning. Now that we've had sex, we've essentially become better at reading each other's feelings. I guess as a result of that is that this embarrassing morning exchange we're having. Let's not forget how cute and cuddly Meguru has become.
それに先輩も喜んでくれてますよ
That's still resting my arm, Meguru flashes me a mischievous
自
smile.
分にこうされるの
Who knows? What do you think? Play dumb and smile back at
先
her.
輩気づいてますさっきからにやけっぱなしなんです
Well, there's your
言って
answer.
くださいよ自分は散々言わされましたけど
I didn't make you say anything. You did that all yourself. You trying to stare the words out of
自
me.
分の気持ちを送ってるんですよ言葉にしなくても先輩が感じてくれるように言ってください言ってほしい
You're just transmitting my feelings without saying them
な
too.
先輩は
I'm beyond happy. I feel happy to see you so relaxed around me. You're practically oozing with love for me, and it's crazy cute.
先輩先輩
She does say senpai really cutely, so I don't blame him for enjoying that. Beaming smile fills Meguru's face as she rubs her rosy cheeks on my arm. She's leaning her entire body against me in the process. I can feel her entire weight on me as the elasticity of her soft breasts. It's not a cuter sight in the world than when Meguru is happy like
そんなに
this.
めぐるのこと可愛い
You are. I love you.
嫌ですねもう先輩ってほんと自分にベタ惚れですよね自分もですけどねほらほらこんなにえいえいえい先輩先輩
So the two of us make our way to school while flirting incessantly, and
それ
then
じゃあ話しますね
I know you guys are in such the beginning of a couple stage. I think we're ready to let go of my arm once we reach the vicinity of the school. You always let go once we get to this
そりゃ
point.
そうですよ先輩とくっついているのは大好きですけどめぐるちゃん星野くんあつむぎ先輩チャロチャロ
I like when people do it back to her. Like, it's cute that she says Chaloa or whatever, but I like when Meguru says it to Tsumugi, and then she repeats it. It's adorable.
今日も一緒なんだラブラブだね
Oh, she knows.
先輩と自分ですもん
She knows.
先輩
She knows. And she knows. She knows. Then we've been getting closer.
なんかいいねそうやってお互いに胸張って言える
That's a recent development.
のおかげさまでですよいろいろありがとうございましたそんなことないよそれじゃあせっかくの時間をお邪魔しても悪いし私は先はいつむぎ先輩また後で
The two of us see Shiba-san off as she makes for the entrance ahead of us. Once she's out of sight, Meguru and I turn to face each other
って
again.
いうこともありますし人前では控えた方がいいですもんね
Says the girl who'd hug Aichi-san in the middle of a crowded room.
男女でそれやってたら周りドン引きですよ確実に
Okay, I do agree with her here. I guess so. We wouldn't want another crazy rumor to spread.
そもそも人に見せるものじゃないですからねイチャイチャしてるところなんか
I think flirting is okay, long as it's not cringe. A lot of their flirting is really cringe because they're really new to the relationship. Later on, you can kind of do it more subtly and more playfully, which makes it kind of fun and less cringe for people that kind of hear. Making out, though, no. Definitely not in front of people. Meguru is generally very sensible in this regard. Also, I'd like to keep Meguru's cutest moments all for myself, so this works for me.
けど代わりにその分
Meguru glances around
先
restlessly.
輩ちょっとあっちあっち
Meguru drags me by the cuff of my uniform behind a corner where no one can see us. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. Who knows what they're gonna be doing?
はい先輩
We embrace each other and put our lips together. No, we're not reading that. Another morning custom of
だって
ours.
だってこれからしばらくお別れな
Ah! I hate hearing that sound. It's so gross. Ah! Kisses express her desire to be clingy but more than just hugging. Once she starts like the floodgates open, she has to make up for all the time he spent not being intimate. Nope. Quickly move past him, you're pecking our lips, instead begin passionately rubbing them together.
先輩
It's like I've done much worse things than this, personally, and it's still awkward to read. It'll never not be awkward to read somebody else doing it, okay? Sex, I could care less about the sex. It's the kissing and like Nope.
嬉しい
Nope. There's no playful embraces, something only two people in love do. The act of conveying and singing each other's feelings becomes something we can't go without in our daily lives anymore. Yeah, we get it. Having made out to our heart's content, we part and head to our respective classrooms. And that kind of got intense. My lips are still tingling a little. Good morning. What's wrong?
だってさ、修二めちゃくちゃニコニコして教室入ってくんだ。
Uh-oh. He knows.
だっただったもう幸せいっぱいの日々を送ってますって感じで
That's probably what he looks like, yeah.
なもんで、正直うぜってな。
I thought you were rooting for me and Meguru. Crazy. Was I really smiling that much?
幸せいっぱいなんだったらうざいっていうのも祝福みたいなもんでしょ
んだんだ。思わず言いたくなるんだよ。思わず。
Yeah, I get that, but anyone's gonna smile when life's
う
this
わ
good.
認めた
変われば変わるもんだよな。あの修二が今じゃこの通りだ。
ね
Yeah, it's all thanks to Meguru.
真正面から返してきましたよ。
え強くなった強まったよ星名これが愛のパワーか
Is this love's true power? I mean, this is still pretty damn embarrassing. With a sheepish smile, I give a slight wave and head over to my seat. Good morning, Aichi Shiba. Thank you for
お
earlier.
はようございます学院に着いたのは私とほぼ同じタイミングだったのに教室に来るのは
Hey, Smoogie, shut up.
遅かったね
Shut up. Going on questions you already know the answer to.
稲葉さんが話して
Been pretty attached to me lately, thanks for your help. We have to go to school together every morning, and when we part, well, it takes time. And really, I've just become just as attached to her. I definitely can't beat Meguru in terms of sweetness, so.
そこまでなんだすごいですねちょ
Well,
っと
don't pitch her. That'd be weird.
私たちの前だと前とそんなに変わらめぐるちゃん二人きりの時はどうなの
Shut up, Smoogie.
星野くんものすごい焼けちゃってるよ
No, he's giving it away.
はい顔もみるみる赤くなってそこまでという
I can hear you guys, though I suppose it's easy to guess what I meant by a secret. Sorry, I got a text. Take out my phone and pull up the text.
ますます口ねえねえ星野くんめぐるちゃん
Yeah, it's her. Break time between the first and second periods. Oh, no, shut up. Why? By the mind accord of the two of us are making out again. Texting me saying she wants to spend more time together during the first break of the day. How could I possibly say no to that? Like a fawning kitten.
いいじゃないですか好きあらば確か先輩と自分は
She wants to express her feelings through more than just words. Maybe she simply can't fight the urge to make out. Regardless, Meguru's incessant pecks away at my lips. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a lot more intense. Yeah. Hugs, okay. Let's just skip that. Wait, you guys don't even want to see that. You guys are probably like, Justin, just go past this. I'm on it.
あれお前またどっか行くのか頻尿いや、またなんかニコニコしてるってことは。
Oh my gosh, every period? You guys are terrible. Don't worry about it, he says. I'm worried about it. Oh my gosh, how much are they gonna make me read? Yes, I know, in the hallway. Yeah, she got more attached and just as guilty.
あね
I'm not missing anything story-wise. Oh my gosh.
やだ。なんかめぐる。
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
何自分の弱点。
Pure expression.
だから先輩ばかり。
Yeah, okay. I mean, he's doing the right thing. He's getting her attention. I'm not.
えいえい。じゃあピクって。
There's a person on the side. I know whose sides aren't ticklish. I don't think my sides are.
そうですか。ガード。何のことで。それより
My wife will kill me if I tickle her. She's only ticklish in a few spots, and when I do tickle her, she gets really mad at me. Let's just say that. She does not like to tickle.
すごい。ダメですってば。強引に腕持ち上げようとするとか。
Seems to be enjoying yourself. That makes two of us. Goofing around like this is something I can only do with Meguru. Literally, my hand slips and accidentally poke one of Meguru's. Hey, yo, you're poking her breasts? That hurt?
痛くはエッチ。
I didn't want to touch you there. My hand just slipped. I'm gonna use that one. Yeah, I didn't mean to touch you there. I didn't actually want to touch you there, you know?
そうですか。先輩は触る気し。
What do you want me to do? That's bittersweet taste
ち
in
ゃ
my
んとしてほしいです。彼氏としてのその。
We were literally driving away from where we got married, and I was already getting a feel. Okay, so yeah, that's what guys do. Put my arms around her shoulders and draw her towards me, and then that brings my face close to hers.
痛く。キスしてくれたら。
Oh,
Then we
give me
used
a
to.
kiss. Okay. Can I touch you again too?
ちょっとだけなら。はい。自分もちょっと。
Look who's the pervert now.
先輩にそうされちゃったんです。
No, he did not. Shut up. You were the one who was constantly begging him to do it. Then move to gently place my lips on. Hey, yo, Doko's watching. Abort. Abort. This is the essence of love.
でもまさかここまでのもの。おかげで我々もお二人からそれぞれかけらを回収させてもらって。
I love just how in the background of muffled this is.
これ部室でも見せられたらどうしよう。はい、そんなことになったら見せませんよ。部室ではしませんよ。
What do you guys mean showing us? You're the ones who came to peep on us.
それだけ破壊力が大きかった。解説されても。
Well, I'm grateful that they're trying to watch out for us and all. I mean, watch out for us? I don't think that's what they were doing, but sure. There's no denying that Meguru and I have only been able to grow so intimate thanks to everyone in the OC. At least we were able to avoid the worst case scenario by noticing them before we actually kissed. Well, you guys were about to do more than that, too. The little incident now behind his school eventually ends for today.
昼にあんなことがあったから。
Yeah, the prospect of walking into the club and inviting Shisan and Shiba-san seemed way too awkward to
だから
do.
今日は迎えに来てくれたんだ。
Pretty much. If I'm gonna be embarrassing anyways, I'd rather go through it together
先
with you.
輩が訪ねてきて注目の的になっちゃったから、これはこれで恥ずかしい感じでしたけど。
Oh, should we have met somewhere else instead?
いいえ、先輩が来てくれて。
Whew, that's good. I also got to see Meguru among her classmates. It's been a while. They all playfully teased her when I showed up. Meguru looked embarrassed, but I think she really enjoyed it. I guess it came true on its own, huh?
何がです？
Remember when you came to the OC for the first time? The please make me popular thing. You seemed really popular in class just now, wouldn't you
あ
say?
れは人気者っていうか冷やかされてただけな気がします。
You don't tease people like that unless you like them.
それはそうかも。
You even played along and acted angry when that one girl poked you with her elbow. It's not the kind of thing you do unless you're comfortable around each other. You may be more popular than you think.
だとしたら叶っちゃったじゃないですよ。
Yeah, we went through the whole arc for that.
先輩が
Meguru nestles up to me and quickly pulls away since we're in the middle of the crowded hallway. Bittersweet taste fills my mouth. It's sweeter than usual this time. Haha, I'd be happy if that was the case.
っていうか先輩大丈夫だったんです。
What do you mean?
ほら先輩、たくさんの視線を浴びると辛いこともあるって。
I find myself puzzled for a moment. Meguru said it is certainly true,
だ
but
から今さら気になっちゃって。先輩前にも具合悪くなってたし、もし辛かったんなら、その自分が癒してあげなきゃ。
oh my gosh, you don't have to use everything as an excuse to get intimate.
って恥ずかしいこと言っちゃってるんだから拾ってくださいよ。
Oh, sorry, that wasn't on purpose. It's just that strangely enough, I didn't notice anything like that. It didn't even crossed my mind until you pointed it
気
out.
にならなかった。
Well, I'm sure some people had to have been looking at me out of jealousy and stuff. Sure, her friends were positive, but that wouldn't necessarily go for anyone here. Must have been a few jealous people in her class glaring at us, especially among the guys, and definitely not the only one who finds Meguru super cute. Shouldn't have won a top 10 finish in the Halloween costume contest if I was. By all means, I should have felt the stabbing pain I've always felt before whenever people glared at me. But for some reason, I was completely fine. I didn't notice anyone looking at me like that. Now that I think about it, I haven't noticed anything like that at all lately. Not just today. I wonder why.
それって
I wonder if he just has his feelings like so focused on her that he's actually like stopped noticing all the noise around him. It's almost like kind of like when you have that anxiety, like, oh, people are watching me all the time. You know, you kind of feel that way, even though people aren't. He's kind of like just tuned that out because he's so focused on something else.
やっぱり自分がいるから、先輩が自分に気持ちを向けてくれてるから、嫉妬とかもう気にもならなくなっめぐるの愛を力いっぱい受け止めようとしてくれてるからみたいな。
Isn't that a little conceited to say?
で、何その落ち着いた反応。めぐるがまた恥ずかしいこと言ってるんだから。
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about what you said. Maybe you're right about that. The only thing I've been detecting with my ability lately is that bittersweet taste coming from you. I don't know what the actual reason is, but the idea of it being because I have Meguru now makes me happy.
俺なんかいいですよ。本当にそうなのかどうかはわかんないし、それに自分も先輩のそばに。
That sweet taste is so strong right
先
now.
輩もですよ。今の言葉で自分すっごく部室行きましょう。
Yeah, I think they'll think we're just flirting around again if we take too long. That's all you guys have been doing.
ですよね。
As if to gloss over the sweet tingling feeling we're both experiencing, we share a laugh together and speed up. Though no matter what way you slice it, we were definitely flirting. That's all you've done this episode. That's all you've been doing is flirting. Like, what do you mean?
めぐるちゃん。あ、いえいえ、こちらこそなんていうか。
It's now a little bit later at the club. Lately, there hasn't been anyone coming to consult us, so we've been getting the occasional person requesting a tarot reading. While I do feel bad for Ayuchi-san, we other club members are just kicking back and taking it easy. Though I've been absent a lot lately, so I'd like to find some way to chip in if possible.
星野くん、幸せいっぱいのはずなのに。
Oh, well, man, you're always so quick to spot these
そ
things.
りゃもう戸隠先輩ですもんね。
That's why I'm looking forward to her route, though. Like, she definitely, like, picks up on things and isn't afraid to, like, point them out. Just a lot less beating around the bush. Maybe that's just my ADHD, because I found that out, that, like, people that have ADHD like to just be more straightforward, and I like to be straightforward about things. I don't like to beat around the bush. It's okay if it's a little bit, but if it's just, like, a dragging out, like this tends to do a lot, it drives me
それで
nuts.
星野くん。あ、はい、自分も聞きたいです。
It's nothing all that deep. Or maybe it is. But not in the way you think. I just feel kind of bad about how little I've been contributing to the club lately.
ああ、お休み多かったですもんね。何気に一時期。
Technically, us growing our relationship and getting the heart fragments back is helping the club. It is helping the goal of the club. I mean, not like the official goal. Spent most of my time off with Meguru. But I mean, our goal in the club is to help people, right? So we're kind of helping Ayachi and Tsumugi. So we're kind of helping people. We're kind of fulfilling it, just in a roundabout way.
だからそれをここで言うの反則ですよ。
Look, I know it's embarrassing that we skipped to play Monhun together, but that's how it is.
そうじゃなくていえそうでいい
Which is funny, because he just got some shit from Hideki and Wakana about not telling them. So you can only agree with me. Super cute how her face has turned red as a tomato, though. Anyways, getting back on track, that's how it is.
はい話は分かったけどでもそんなの気にすることじゃないよね二人が仲良くなって言ってくれた分こっちはかけらが帰ってくるのが早まるわけですしねおかけんに貢献とまとめてしまうのは問題があるのかもしれませんが
But it is. I mean, I don't think it's wrong.
でもこっちもありがたいんです何度も言うように気にしないでいいんですよ
I don't think it should take priority over other things in the club, but I do think that it ultimately helps with the goal. So I would say it's a lesser priority, but it is something that they should work on.
それもわかりますだったら他の貢献もしてもらえば少しは気も済むかな
I mean, I agree. They definitely should be helping out in the club from time to time. Sure, I'll help out in any way I
聞きま
can.
したか俺そういうわけで聞かせてもらおうかな
Oh no, Toko! How
どこ
could
ま
you?
で行ったのか
How could you? This betrayal.
あ
Walked
や
right
つさ
into
ん
that
と
one.
シーバさんも興味あるよねふいやそれはまあないではないというか
Smokey's over here like the most curious of them all.
私は別に興味はそろそろ道具を使うようになってるかもとかどんなのを使っているのかとか別に
Why is this all Aichi thinks about? I've noticed a pattern here. We are not using toys, okay? We do it normally.
とりあえず二人がもう最低限することは済ませ
Oh shit! I turned to Meguru to find her panicking even more than I am. We'd agreed we wouldn't share this information in the club room, so surely...
その
Oh!
稲葉さんはどうだったの
Where's that voice line I have? I want to go back and listen to that again.
めぐるは言えませんそんなこと言えませんってば
That's my girl. She may be completely flustered, but her sense of virtue has prevailed. Maybe just plain common sense. Obviously, she would never spill the beans. You heard her. I won't tell you anything either.
ガードが硬くなったねでももう何度かはしてるんですよね
Has it been several times?
いえまだ1回だけで
Hey, Meguru.
そうだったんだごめんねてっきりもういっぱいしてるんだとばっかり
Why do you think that, Tsumugi? Huh? How does your brain work? What have you been thinking about us doing?
1回だけですよついこの前その分すごかったですけど
Sorry, I know I kind of flipped through that really quick. Oh wait, no, the only one time just the other day, it's like we finally got to lay all our feelings bare and truly connect. That's what made it truly amazing. Sorry, I'm like, I skipped through that really quick, and I'm like, that's a big sentence. Or to Meguru, think about what you're saying.
すごかったというのは先輩本当にめぐるに夢中になってくれてめぐるも夢中になっちゃってだってすごいんですよお互い汗まみれで耳元では先輩の荒い息遣いでそれでお腹の中でも先輩の熱さを感じて
Wow, you guys were going at it, huh?
先輩がめぐるのこと本当に好きなんだって分かっちゃうってだからめぐるも大好きですって夢中になっちゃって
Meguru!
そうまさにそんな感じで耳元で名前
Hey,
呼ばれながら
yo!
腰ズンズンってぶつけられちゃったらもうなんかめぐる泣き叫んじゃってそっかはい
This is something I feel like girls would share with each other. They would share the intimate details. It's kind of weird for them to be sharing it together in front of us.
でそんな幸せな初体験を一緒に済ませた彼氏さんそこで突っ伏して死にかけてるけどいいの
It's too late to come back to your senses now, Meguru. I'm just imagining him like, ah, I'm dying. Ah, my heart. Having a heart attack. Told him everything. What am I supposed to do now with my life? Someone put me out of my misery.
ごめんなさい先輩。めぐるなんかごめんなさい。
I definitely feel like sharing your first intimate experience so close to it happening would be really heartbreaking.
いやー、すごい貢献をしてもらっちゃったね。ためになりました。はい、今後二人の顔をどう見たらいいのかわかんなくなっちゃった感じでもありますけど。ですが、そんなに幸せなものなんですね。いやー忘れてくださいみんなも。確かに幸せでたまりませんでしたけども。
Yeah, and now it's gonna be unforgettable for everybody else. For every one of us took Akushi-senpai aside, embarrassed beyond words, he'll decide to never speak of it again. I really, really, really hope that Togakushi has experience. Please, let us have a protagonist that has actual experience before. I would love that. I would love if that's why she kind of isn't as embarrassed. I feel like it's going to be, though, oh, we get into her route, and then she's going to, like, suddenly be embarrassed because she's never really been in a relationship before, but she has to act, like, really tough. I feel like it's going to be that, and I'm like, that's not as exciting. I would love if she's already had a little bit of experience, and then we have to kind of navigate that as somebody who didn't. Because my wife had been, you know, in relationships before, and, you know, I had been in a relationship, I've never done anything like that before, so it was kind of like that for me, like going into a relationship with someone who had experience. I really like that, though. I think that's an interesting dynamic that they don't really do enough. It's always got to be these virgin girls, you know, because they have to make it special. Like, oh, it's the first time. You don't have to make a story like that. It's okay. Well, it's bad enough to destroy the OC.
それではここで。はい、お疲れ様でした。
Aichi's like, I learned more about you two than I needed to know. Anyways, goodbye.
お疲れ様。また明日ね。
Yeah, I'm sure it was fun for you. See you later.
バイバイ。
Samugi's like, I'm gonna go write some fan fiction about this. Maybe that's the kind of girl she is. Maybe she just reads on Wattpad or something like that, reading little fanfics. Leaving the school together with some awkwardness still lingering between us. I wonder why. The rest of the group parts ways from us. I'm more like they're seeing me and Meguru off. Whew. Well, let's just forget that incident ever happened.
ラジャーです。にしても、これもすっかり恒例ですね。また二人っきりにしてもらっちゃいました。
It's not like we needed to part ways here. You usually go the same way until we get to the station, right?
そういうこと言います？せっかくのお気遣いなのに。
Sure.
はい。
Wanna stop by my place for a little while? Oh, wow.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。
We're getting in these H scenes, guys. We're doing all the H scenes this video. You guys coming to my place is the final highlight of the day.
先輩。
Hard to play with you clinging to me like this.
しょうがないんですもん。
I had to start off by playing some Monhunt together, but Meguru has ended up practically on top of me and no time. Hey, yo! Can barely even play anymore and I love it.
さて、一笛完了ですね。
See, but I'm the opposite though. Like, if I'm doing something, I don't want to be distracted by something else, okay? That would just bother me. Like, if I'm playing a game, I'm playing a game. I hate being distracted while I'm playing. It just... I'm hyper focused on things, okay? So it's really hard for me to like go back and forth between something. I just can't do that. I can't hold a conversation while I'm playing. Well, I can. I mean, you know, obviously I talk on Discord and things like that, but it's hard if I'm like have my headphones on with Discord talking to somebody and then my wife's trying to talk to me. I can't do all that. That's too much conversation.
ですね。ゲームは楽しいですけど、お互いの顔じゃなくて画面見てなきゃいけないのがちょっと物足りないですし。
Really? Are you saying you want me to look at you some more? Hello? Hello?
何のことですかね。
Oh, they're at the fun stage where they can start being a little more confident, a little bit more playful. That's my favorite.
先輩、く
Our manhunt session seamlessly transitions into flirting. I have to say, we've been turning into a pair of hopeless lovebirds lately, and it's wonderful. Meguru suddenly stops moving. What's wrong?
やっぱり思い出しちゃうなーって。
Meguru blushes fiercely and shoots a glance over my bed. It's clear as day what she's remembering. Her embarrassment is infectious, and my face quickly grows hot as well. Not surprised considering how much you gushed about it in the club room.
あれは
You went into an awful lot of detail, though. Stuff nobody asked for.
だってうまくごまかせなくて。先輩はそういうことありません？いちいち思い出しちゃうの。
No, I think about it all the
真
time.
顔ですよ先輩。
Especially whenever we cuddle up.
じゃあ今も
Yeah, I thought about it a lot this morning, too.
先輩のマジエロ。
You're the same way, aren't you?
はい。だから自分もマジ未だに嬉しいんですもん。
Me too. Hate to admit it, or I have to admit it, but this might be a dangerous topic to have while we're alone and cuddling right next to the bed we did it on.
すごかったですね。エッチ。
It's nice, especially with someone you care about. Sure was, like you said back in the club room. We were both covered in sweat and crazy about each other, thinking of nothing else.
自分があんな風になっちゃうなんて、あんな恥ずかしいところ見せちゃったのに。
Feel the same way.
先輩もものすごいハーハー息乱してくれ。
You were moaning like crazy.
エッチなことしてたんだから。先輩の大きくなったのがあんなに。
Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that much detail. Got really rough, even though it was your first time. It must have hurt.
大丈夫ですよ。女ですから。それに先輩がめぐるのこと好きでそうしちゃって。
You did seem to enjoy it quite a bit.
その言い方、なんか自分が淫乱みたいだったって言ってるっぽく聞こえるんですけど。
I was happy you enjoyed it. I got rougher when I saw you did.
はい、そのなんていうか、めぐるであんなに大きくしてくれてありがとうございました。
This is the immersion breaking moment where a girl actually compliments you for like being turned on by her. Like that this is all fantasy. Doesn't happen. Hey yo!
だから。
Wow, Shuji. Okay. Pulling out some good moves here. I like it. Two of us can't help but think about the precious moment. I feel like the more we talk about it, the more vivid the memory becomes in our minds.
そのまた
Sometime, she says. I should glance over at my bed. We could do it again, like our first time right there, a few feet away from us. Just on my collar, I've been feeling hot for a while now. Put it bluntly, I've already been turned on and ready to go. Let's do it again, she said. I won't be home for a good while.
先輩今
You guys were talking about... Come on, let's not pretend this wasn't about to happen.
自分部屋に上がり込んじゃってますもんね。それ OK って言ってるようなものですもんね。男の人的にはそう取りますよね。
Kind of, but you guys were also just talking about it, and you're both, like, glancing at the bed, you know?
ですよね。はい、めぐるも拒む気はなくて、ただまだ少し言った。
Damn, if you're hurting after it, that means you were going hard. Or just for a long time. Poke Meguru in the forehead. Thanks, but no, we won't do it today. I'd love to, I'm a guy after all. I can restrain myself, I don't have a problem doing so, and it actually makes me feel a little bit proud. Love you even more than I did back then, I just want to treat you right. Oh, look at Shuji being a gentleman. So yeah, I'm half saying this just to look cool, but that's how we really feel. Whoa there. Wraps her arm around me. She then begins to passionately kiss me. I mean, girls like when you care about them. I mean, wouldn't you like if someone really cared about you, really like kind of looked out for you? Didn't it make you feel pressured into doing something you didn't want to do? I mean, that's just natural that somebody would appreciate that. Of course I do. You're important to me and I love you. Okay, I was gonna let her say the rest of her line, but then it kept going.
うん先輩なんで
He licked her.
だもう
Okay, okay.
ここそろそろ先輩じゃあ
So your feelings of happiness make us weak points like that.
ってことは先輩はめぐるが喜ぶようなことをすると自分の首を絞めち喜ばせてくれなくなっちゃったりします
Oh my gosh. Seems this is something she's wanting to do for me. Thanks a lot. That was
Hi.
delicious. Seriously, that tasted so good. I'm just so glad we just can skip over that. I'm like, eh.
こんなささっと作ったものでそう言ってもらっちゃうとこの先が思いやられちゃいますね
Also, thanks for making my data share as
だ
well.
からいいんですよこういうの
In this kind of husband and wife stuff.
そこまでは言いませんけどだいたいそんなもん
Won't be any strife with the mother-in-law, but you might find the father-in-law a handful. I can see me and him fighting wars over your amazing dinners.
なんかすごい嬉しいこと言ってくれてるしめぐるなんて返せばいいの
Damn, is she adorable. Seeing her happy always brings a smile to my face. She's cheerful, sincere, cute, fun to play games with, and she's even great at cooking. I know it's a bit strange to only be thinking of this now, but Meguru's quite the catch, huh?
先輩
Wanna know when I'm gonna make you my
ま
wife?
だ言ってるしだから気が早いですってこの人一回エッチしたからって調子に乗ってません
That's just how guys are. We like dream of just being in a happy relationship and just living the life, you know? And so it's like you have sex one time and you're just ready to start thinking about settling down. Too late, I already have. That's just how happy it made me.
はいそれは自分もですけど自分は先輩にこんなことまで言わせられるくらい惚れてもらえちゃってるんだとか
I'll definitely say, as somebody who probably got married quicker than most people do, definitely wait to get married. It's not that marriage is like this big terrible thing, but it does change your relationship, and it's something that I think you should make a big deal about, you know, getting married. And maybe that's just like kind of my generation thing, the younger generation. I'm sure most of you that watch me are probably around my age or younger. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think marriage is something that if you're in a relationship, you should strive for. I think it's a goal. But make a big deal out of it, you know? It's something you only do once, and because I kind of got married sooner than later, it didn't get as much time to be in the focus as maybe I would have wanted to. And maybe that was partly me. At the time, I was young and I didn't really care about it as much. But now that I'm a little bit older, I would have probably put a little bit more effort into it and made it a bigger deal. So that's my advice for you guys. If you're ever looking to get married, you know, definitely have it in mind. I'm not saying don't make it a priority, but also you don't need to rush into it, you know? Take your time to really enjoy being with the person you're with. And you know, marriage will come along with that. Anyways, what were you trying to say?
はい気になってたんですけど
Oh, we actually get to see our mom a little bit. She's very pretty. Did we see this photo already? I can't remember. Of course, she'd be curious of a photo like that in an all-male household.
先輩のお母さん
Yeah, that was my mom.
やっぱりそうですよね
She does. It's kind of embarrassing. Nobody has ever said that to me before. It's not the kind of thing I can tell for myself.
顔立ちっていうより雰囲気ですかねお母さんはすごく綺麗な人ですけどこうなんていうか先輩と一緒で話しやすそう
I mean, I've always been told that I either look like my uncle, my grandpa, or I look like my dad. So I really just kind of take on more of the male features. Because, like, I look at myself. I guess I can see a little bit of my mom in me. Not really. I think, like, personality-wise, maybe I got more of my mom's traits. I got a mix of my mom and my dad.
あんま まり嬉しくないです。
Not very fond of my dad, though, so I'd prefer not to have as much from him. No, sorry, you're okay. I've never showed anyone else this photo before, so I'm not used to this kind of conversation. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm not sure how to react.
じゃあ嬉しいか嬉しくないかで言う。
I think I'd say I'm happy. It's nice to know that we look like mother and son to you.
見えますよ。この綺麗な人の息子さんにしては先輩ちょっとイケメン度が足りないかもしれ。
Cheers are gonna point that out.
さっきのお返しです。でもそっか、どんな人だったんですか？
I don't really remember. I was still a little kid when she died. It's okay. I just don't know how much, I don't know much more about her than you. I can only go by the impression I have from this photo. That and the stuff my dad tells me.
自分も聞いていいですか？
Sure, Dad told me that she was pretty, charming, and very sweet, the perfect woman according to him.
それって単なるのろけなんじゃ。
He definitely was. I can't see it any other way.
息子さんにのろけちゃうくらいですか。
Good that Dad still really loves her. So moving on. He also told me that she was deaf. He also said that she was too kind and considerate to ever let that get in her way. She would hand him what he needed whenever it popped into his mind, and then she'd be there whenever he was struggling with something. Apparently it was almost as if she could read minds.
先輩、
Looks like my mom was a witch. I think she gathered fragments like Aichi-san and Shiba-san are doing and attained a mind-reading ability. His mother passed me some of the magic down to me, which is why I have my ability.
そっか。
Having come to that sort of understanding, Meguru straightens her back and faces the photo again. She then presses the palms of her hands
は
together.
じめまして、稲葉めぐると言います。先輩とお付き合いさせてもらっています。
I mean, let me get your guys' opinion. How do you feel about... And I'm assuming this is a Japanese thing. Like, how do you feel about this kind of idea of, like, honoring the dead by, like, kind of talking to them like this? I know some people like to do that when they, like, visit a grave and things like that, but I noticed in Japan they like to have, like, a photo that they keep, and they do, like, this little candlelit kind of ritual. Do you guys feel like you would ever do anything like that? I personally don't feel like I would. I maybe, like, prayed, I guess? Because I lost my grandma, who I was pretty close to when I was young, and I definitely, like, missed her a lot, so I, like, tried to, like, pray, you know? To kind of communicate to her, like, hey, I miss you, you know? Hope you're doing well. That kind of thing, right? I guess that's not too different from what they're doing. They're just kind of doing it more vocally, more in the presence of other people. I would have done that maybe to myself.
お母さんから魔法を引き継いで、先輩は苦しいこともあったかもしれませんけど、でもそのおかげで自分たちラブラブになれました。自分先輩の弱点にもしてもらいました。だからお母さん、
This is the kind of girl Meguru is. Makes me so happy seeing her pay respects to my mom's photo. It's also what she said about my ability. Hated it all this time, but Meguru confidently declared to my mom that for her, it's nothing but a source of happiness. Damn, I'm starting to get a little emotional.
すいません先輩。
I mean, I think from Shuji's point of view, though, like, Meguru coming in here, getting along with the dad. I mean, I'm assuming she does. She's cooking food. She's getting along with the dad. Anyways, kind of, you know, being respectful of his mother and making him feel so happy. I feel like Shuji would be very blessed, to say the least. I think he's probably thinking life's pretty good right about now. Line up next to Meguru and press my hands together just like she did, and then decisively state, "Thank you, Mom." As you can see, I was able to meet the most wonderful girl in the world thanks to you.
先輩、
I love you. Nothing has ever made me happier than getting a girl like you as my
め
girlfriend.
ぐるも大好きです。先輩、ずっと一緒にいたい。先輩、お母さん見てますよ。
Okay, I don't believe that they're just watching you all the time. You know, that would be weird. Your ancestors are just watching you do intimate things. I don't believe in that. I want to kiss you that badly.
シュージー、今日の夕ご飯なに
Damn. That was the biggest cock block.
お邪魔してます。
うんなんだ父さん職場に忘れ物思い出した2時間くらいしたら戻
You're staying. You don't have to go that far for us. What a nice dad. He's like, oh shit, he's got a girl over. I'm not supposed to be here. Of course, that was supposed to come on. In fact, I completely slipped my mind. That little romantic moment was going so well, I forgot everything else. In the end, I convinced Dad to stay here and get to know Meguru some. Meguru's face was red up to her ears, but she managed to give a very sincere greeting. After that, I saw Meguru home and then came back here.
あの子は確実にすごく真面目でいい子だぞ
I was a little worried since her looks are a little on the gaudy side, but it seems Dad was able to tell how she really is deep down.
飯もうまいしやっ
He's like, haven't had a girl cook for me in a while. You're right about that. Meguru might not look it, but she's quite the domestic girl. That's not all. She's sincere, cheerful, cute, considerate, and very open-minded. Her smile when she's happy is just amazing. That's the side of her I love. Oh, yeah.
続けてくれていいんだぞなんせ超珍しい光景だったからなあの習字にここまでの熱弁を震わせるそれだけでいいこと巡り会えたのがよくわかる
Yeah.
母さんも見た可愛い子だったねもちろん母さんの方が綺麗だけどねそれで続きは
Oh my
めぐるちゃん
gosh.
とどこまで行ったの
The money I gave you help? Oh, for Christ's sake, what kind of dad are you? It's embarrassing when you ask stuff like that when we're
そ
buddies.
りゃ冷やかしてるんだから恥ずかしがってもらわないと困る
This is what I imagine it would be like if I had a son. You know, like just having this kind of banter. Just like, oh, hey, tell me all the details. Like, how did it go? Did you use protection? Just kidding. That's how I imagine, like, the conversation I would have if I had a son. I only have a daughter, though. So hopefully I could have maybe something similar. She'll probably be like, Dad, I don't want to talk to you about that. Like, I'll just have to be protective and force the details out of her. Knock it off already.
だってせっかくの機会なんだもん習字すぐ見切られて振られるかもしれないし
Don't even suggest that. She would never dump me. Our love is still passionate.
ふうふう
Ah, crap.
うんうんまあ頑張れよ父さん応援してるぞもちろん母さんも草場の陰から見守って
Win, Dad. Supportive. So embarrassed I could die. Yeah, it would be embarrassing, like, to talk to your parents about that. That's what she said to me. He totally teased me.
ありがたいはありがたいんですけどね
Well, yeah, sorry for letting you get blindsided by my dad like that. Called Meguru after getting back to my room. I apologized once already when we parted, but I want to do so again.
いえいえむしろ良かったですできることなら早めにご挨拶したかったですしお付き合いって当人同士だけの話じゃないですもんね
Sure do take these things seriously,
あ
huh?
そうだうちの親にも改めて紹介しないと
Oh, right, of course. Getting embarrassed at just the thought of talking to her parents. Since I'd Meguru meet my dad, I can't say no, and I know I need to do this anyways. You're right. Have me meet them sometime, okay?
はい自分からもよろしくお願いしますやっぱり恥ずかしいものはありますけどね
Yeah, it is, but I'm still looking forward to it. I'll get to meet the people who gave birth to you as your boyfriend.
はい先輩自分もそう言ってくれる人が彼氏で嬉しいです
Man, getting to know each other's parents, this has become quite the old-fashioned relationship. Except for the part where we've already had sex. Anyways, let's stop here. Good night, Meguru. Okay, I'm hanging up now.
その
What is it? Oh my gosh, what are we, Soldier Boy? Kiss me through the phone?
自分は先輩の夢見ますから先輩は
No.
めぐるの夢見てください
No, I'm not going to do anything with you. No. I need some break from you. Such a typical Meguru move, as long as I can taste the bittersweetness through the phone. This is really the perfect relationship. We conveyed our feelings to each other, started dating, laughed happily together, had sex, got intimate with each other. We wouldn't be surprised if we dreamed of each other tonight.
サノバウィッチ
It's okay to be in a relationship and not think about each other 24/7. It's now the weekend I'm visiting Meguru at her home. Meguru really wanted me tonight. I just can't say no to her. I wanted her to visit her place again anyways.
いらっしゃいませです先輩
Meguru welcomes me in her regular loungewear, which I haven't seen in a while. Really does give a different feel than usual, especially with her glasses on.
先輩のお家に遊びに行くのも嬉しいですけど、自分の部屋に来てもらうのもまた。
Yeah, I know what you mean, but are you sure you don't want to go out on a date this weekend
この
instead?
週末はなんかこうしたかったんですよね。
Yeah, it's totally cool, like, once you started dating and kind of got established, to just have a time where you're just kind of doing nothing. Like, you don't have to have this big planned out thing. Sometimes it's nice to just relax around each other and enjoy each other's company.
先輩、この格好の時の自分も好きですか？
Of course, how do I put it? Like, it's like I'm the only one except your family gets to see you so relaxed.
はい。
It really doesn't matter what girls wear. Like, guys will find them attractive. Glasses make you look smarter than usual.
普段は頭悪そうに見えるって聞こ
He
えたん
said
ですけど。
smarter, he didn't say they made you look smart. This thing you give off a different impression than usual. I already know that you're actually an avid reader. As you can see, there are all kinds of different books lined up here on the bookshelves. Besides, I know more than anyone that Meguru is not a girl you can judge by appearances.
本当かな。
But one thing I can say for sure is that you look really cute in those glasses.
ならいいですけど。
She picked out this outfit specifically for my visit.
そうそう。この格好の時でも先輩とイチャつきたいな。自分の日常の中に先輩がいてくれるのとか、自分にはもうどんな。
Here she goes again saying the adorable stuff. I think I understand where she's coming from here. In other words, you want to make us being together as natural as wearing loungewear.
あ、それですそれ。だからいいですか？
I already told you they look cute, didn't I? So they wouldn't mind flirting with you wearing that.
はい。じゃあ座ってください。
Alright, we'll do.
自分も失礼します。
The moment I sit down, Meguru cheerfully cuddles up to me. Love that she's so affectionate, but now my heart is starting to race. But in her loungewear, Meguru really does appear defenseless, and she looks mega cute in those glasses. Top it off, we're alone. Wait, no, we're not actually. By the way, where are your parents?
あ、今は出かけてます。
Oh my gosh, why are they always out? All the parents are always
何
gone.
ですか？本ってなんかちょっとマジエロな気配がしたん。
I'm admitting no such vibes.
出かけてますけど、すぐ帰ってくると思うんで。残念でした。
I wasn't thinking about it, I just asked because I've been wanting to meet them, really.
正直に。
They've got my hopes up for sexy time.
やだもう。
Ooh. Getting some Meguru time. Leans against me while laughing happily. She's practically nestled up against my
先輩
chest.
にも抱き寄せてほしいですよ。
Yeah, of course, here.
うん
Little fluster wrapped my arm around her shoulders and draw her closer towards me. Following that, Meguru narrows her eyes and rubs her cheek against my chest as a sweet scent reaches my nose.
こんな風にくっついてたらエッチな気分になっちゃいます？
You did that knowing that would be the case, didn't
最
you?
初に言った通りですよ。
You're gonna make me want to do it
そ
more.
んなにエッチいことしたかったんですか？このマジエロ先輩は。
It's just how much I love you. You clinging to me is all it takes to get me in the mood.
それははい。
Oh, it makes it
でも
worse.
先輩のこと信じてますからね。年上の彼氏って頼もしい。
You only ever say stuff like that in
くっつ
situations
い
like
てて
these.
いいですよね。
Yeah, I would love it if you did. Of course, I want to cuddle and flirt even if that means having to hold back my urges. Especially if this is what Meguru wants.
だから先輩
What are
大
you,
好
a
きで
cat?
すよ。ゴロゴロゴロ。
What the? Where did you get those from?
にゃーん。
This calls for a chin scratching tickle.
あ、
Oh my gosh, this is so
いい
cringy.
ですよ。
You guys are the worst.
っていうか、はい、大きくて長くて、女の子的には言いますよ。男の人の声とかもそうですけど、手
The
とか
guys'
結構
holds can
グッ
be
とくる
very
ポイント
sexy. Speaking of, those are both places where the difference between guys and girls is really noticeable. So similar to how do I find Meguru's slender neck really attractive?
そうそう、
Oh my gosh. Enough if you're flirting.
この手に握ってもらえてるから手をつなぐと
Get to
あん
have
な
my
に嬉しいん
holds
だ
held
な。
by these. These are the holds that also made you feel good.
うわ、出ましたね、セクハラ。この流れでそれはさすがにドン引き。
But it's the truth.
相変わらずデリ
This is something to be proud of.
なら許してあげちゃいま。
Uh,
っていうか、そっか。 気が引けるんなら
Oh my gosh.
そうなんですか？自転車とかスキーみたいに一度
Yes, yes, you play the guitar. Or the bass guitar. Ah. 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 I guess that's like a thing that's supposed to be attractive, like sucking on someone's finger. I personally don't find it attractive. I don't know. I think it's weird. Is that bad? Am I just the wrong? Am I wrong? I just find it weird. Yeah, I got better expressing your own feelings. Good job.
そんなところグッてしてエッチエッチ。うわ、髪まで撫でて。
Okay, head pats are good. We allow head pats here. Head pats are always wholesome, right? So fluffy and slightly unkempt styles, but also pretty cute.
わかります。先輩が好きって思ってくれてるの。
My wife doesn't like head pats, and it's the most disappointing thing as a man.
本当に。
At least she doesn't like act like she likes them. I don't know.
先輩の愛情いっぱい感じて。
Oh, aren't you guys cute? This isn't enough. Happy that you're happy, but it's also kind of frustrating how I can't seem to express my love as well as you do. Think stuff like, wouldn't it be great if I could take my heart out and just show you how rapidly it's beating? It's like... Never mind. Love her so much I can't help but have these thoughts. I want to make her even happier somehow.
そういうののため、その、この前、自分もふと思ったんですよ。
I definitely feel like sex is like the very peak of like a physical affection of showing someone how much you love them, just because of like how good it can feel.
自分、先輩に何度もメールしちゃったり、電話しちゃったりしてますけど。
I definitely don't think it should be the only way you show affection, but I think it is a powerful tool to do that.
多分、好きですっていくら言っても伝えきれないって思うから、エッチだってそうですよ。確かに繋がって、どんな時よりも。それでもやっぱり、先輩と自分なのには。
Strictly speaking, sex isn't more than having parts of your body stick together, much like we're doing now. It's often described as becoming one, but at the end of the day, we're still two separate individuals. And that's how it should be. You know, you don't want to do the whole, Gasai thing when two become one. She was a little obsessed with that. Had a special day.
二人で夢中で汗まみれになってこそれ合ってると、だんだんまるで溶け合って境目なんかなくなって一つになってるみたいに思えてきて。
I think it's good to like physically be able to do that too, but it's nice when you can emotionally feel that way. It's nice when you feel so close to somebody that you just feel connected. You feel like you're kind of together. I mean, a relationship, and especially a marriage, is kind of like building that together. It's really hard. Okay, after you get past this affection part, or this infatuation, it's really hard as two different people that have two different ways of thinking or two different ideas for how things should be, and trying to put those together, because sometimes one of you wants to go this way, one of you wants to go the other way on an issue, and you really have to have that communication. That's why I stress that so much, and why I get frustrated when they can't just talk to each other, because it's like you have to be able to talk to each other in a relationship. You have to be able to work out things. Not that I'm a master, I'm not saying I'm good at it, but you have to try.
だから一つになってる。
I mean, we lose ourselves in the act because we're trying to convey what can't be conveyed in any other way.
たとえそれが、だからカップルってエッチしたくなるんじゃないかなって。
I think a part of it is an emotional, and then people just get horny.
なんで?
Yeah, it is really clear that you guys want to. Both burning with the desire to convey our love to each other, and there's only one way to truly do so. And after spending so much time together, neither of us have to say it so out loud to know this. But with Meguru's parents coming home soon, we can't do it now. Right, this isn't plenty enough. Both look away and awkwardly put some distance between us. Or at least we tried to. Wow, a phone suddenly rings. Meguru jerks up with my embrace, which causes me to instinctively hold her tight. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'm gonna act like I'm the parrot. Oh yeah, sorry, we're gonna be a little bit late getting home. So, you know, if you have anything you need to get done before we get home, you know, you got time. That's how this conversation is gonna go.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。自分です。はい。
Call from her mom. Pretty good timing, actually. Such a cold water, we need to snap us out of the mood. Meguru hangs up while still lost in thought, having finished her conversation with her mom in no time. By the way, sorry for hugging you like that so
い
sudden.
え、それは守ってくれたみたいで嬉しかったです。
What'd your mom say? What's wrong? Meguru freezes up with the question, which her phone sounds off for a second time. Looks like she got a text. She'll let go of her, but found myself unable to do so. Unconsciously, I hug her, ties up here at her phone's screen while taking in the scent of her hair and skin. You don't have to wait for us to get back before going to bed. Wow, shocker. Hey, they have more time. Does that mean they're going to be home late?
あの、
Told your parents I'll be over today, right? Meguru-san?
いえ、それが驚かそうと思って。うん。離れます？
That's no longer possible. Oh no, that sounds terrible.
はい、いいです。
He's just gripping onto her. That's no longer possible. That sounds so bad.
っていうか、その、実はその、
Okay, yeah.
はい、もう。
Whoosh. Dot. Continue conveying our feelings because doing so a little is never enough. We continue to seek each other's feelings out because knowing a little is never enough. Maybe that's what sex is all about. And that may be exactly why there's no greater happiness than being in love. However, while holding Meguru in my arms and gently stroking her hair, I think to myself, inside me are still Meguru's feelings I absorbed back then, her heart fragments. Wish I could also hand Meguru my feelings in such a tangible form. I would like her to take and accept my feelings like I did for her, because no matter how many times I tell her I love her, it is never enough. Is there any way to convey my feelings, that is?
サノバウィッチ。
And so with everything going great between us, our relationship is steadily developing and we've now grown closer than ever.
いや深めすぎだろ。
Too close, what are you even talking
だって
about?
お前隠す気ないんだもん。
All I can imagine is that Hideki's actually secretly in love with us and he's really jealous. Just after the whole conversation we had before. What are you tearing up for? You're grossing me out. Besides, I thought Meguru and I had been pretty good about not flirting in public.
いや、星名、カイドウが言ってるのはそういうことじゃなくて。
Huh?
失礼します。あ、先輩、部活行きましょう。
Oh, it's already this late. Alright.
これのこと。
Meguru just came normally to get me.
これが普通っていう感覚が俺にはすでに遠い世界の感覚なんだよ。はあ、いいな。
あれ、ま、気にせず行くと
Just
いいよ。
ignore this
ほ
loser.
とんど今更ない言いがかりみたいなもんだし、それもこれも二人の仲が順調ってことだ。あ、よくわかんないですけど。
Every so often we have to endure heckling from the peanut gallery. Is that what we call our classmates now? At least there's good news as well.
ほら、見てください。
Someone's just come back.
ですよね。この瓶、前はもっと中身がなかったで。はい、稲葉さんから回収した分もありますけど、大部分は星名くんから戻ってきたかけらで。つまり、めぐるたちの仲が順調で。
Wow, that's great.
いろいろとしてきましたもんね。
Yeah. It's important to the plot. Oh, thanks to you being so cute. Ah.
ダメですよ、それは。
Yeah, save that for your alone. I don't want to hear it.
顔赤く。大丈夫だよ。
We've really been flirting in front of you that much. You guys flirt
自覚なかったんですね。
incessantly, as you used that word earlier.
でも気にしないで。
Thought we were keeping a lid on things. Is this what Kaido was talking about? Regardless, I don't regret saying things. What I just said at all. The only reason I'm able to return so many fragments is because moments like these keep occurring, allowing Meguru and I to grow closer over time, but still.
それじゃあつむぎ先輩の瓶にも結構かけらが戻ってきてるんですよね。それがごめんね。それが私の方にはまだ全然で。
Aichi-san, you're still missing some fragments too, right?
はい、それは
Thought so. Neither Aichi-san nor Shiba-san can say anything further. They don't need for us to understand.
先輩、それってつまり
I haven't returned all the fragments yet, which can only mean there's still a hole in my heart. Meguru wraps her arms around my head and pulls it tight to her chest. Meguru. Seems like this is really frustrating for her.
ごめんちょっと膨れちゃったね。って戸隠先輩、後で詳しく話しますね。ってわけで星野くん、稲葉さん、こっちのことは先に。
Sorry. Everyone is understanding of Meguru's feelings and lets her be without commenting. I stay quiet as well, immersing myself in the warmth of her bosom and listening to the beating of her heart. Despite all the love we've given each other and all the special moments we spent together, the hole in my heart definitely remains. I feel guilty for thinking this, but Meguru's frustration makes me a little happy. With club over, we all leave for school together.
ほら、私の方のかけらはめぐるちゃんのかけらでしょ。だからひょっとしたら星野くんが無意識に手放したくないって思ってて、それでなかなか戻ってこないっていうのもあるのかもしれないし。
Smoogie does have a point. I do think that he is reluctant to give up that part of her because he knows that he has a physical part of her, and he kind of wants to share a physical part of him with her. But he doesn't want to give up that part of her that he does have. He just wishes that he could share some too, make it even. I think he's really holding on to that.
すいません、なんだか気を使ってもらっちゃって。どうあれ、無力感に苛まれることはない。ここまでかけらが戻ってきたのは間違いなく稲葉さんのその
Why are you getting all embarrassed, huh?
愛の力。ねえ先輩。
I wonder if Aichi's ever just like chilling in her bed, you know, like trying to fall asleep, and she's just looking at her little jar over there, and it's like late at night, and all of a sudden it just fills up a little bit. She's just like, Meguru has been despondent for a while now. Naturally, our two witches couldn't bear to see her like that and attempted to console her. Particularly heave a sigh while watching in the corner of my eye. Just what is it I'm still lacking? Meguru loves me so much, and I love her just as much. We both love each other. So then what is wrong with my heart?
考えているね。
Hey there, Togakushi-senpai.
今は少し稲葉さんに合わせる顔がない？
Oh, it's my favorite song. I just realized. I'll miss one day when I finish this game and then I don't hear the song anymore. That's not it.
よし、そういうことならお姉さんが話し相手になって信じましょう。
I'll let my big sis lend me in here anytime.
誰にでもいいから話してみると少しは気持ちが整理できるかもしれないよ。
I want Togakushi to do what Inaba-san always does to us. Just allow me to just bury myself, because she has a lot more to bury into, if you know what I mean. And that were jokes sometimes, but at the end of the day, she was the kind girls looking out for everyone at the OC. Meguru is still clinging to Aichi-san while Shiba-san is consoling her. With the three of them in the corner, may I walk home, telling Senpai what's on my mind.
なるほどね。悩んでもしょうがないんだろうけどね。その心の穴は。
Right, I mean, I still don't really understand much about it.
望んで手に入れたものじゃないんだしね。
It's true that my ability is what allowed me to start dating Meguru, so I don't hate it anymore.
嫌っても意味ないよ。それがいいと思うな。
Right, I realize that my ability is a part of who I am, and Meguru loves me along with it.
おお、いいねそういうの。かっこいいよ。
Thank you, but how do I put it?
ん？
Meguru seems desperate to fill the hole in my heart, which only makes me feel worse about the situation. Even if I don't know what to do about it, I have no intention of denying my power anymore. So I want to find some kind of way to resolve the situation somehow. Because I know that if I manage to do that, Meguru will rejoice from the bottom of her heart. And the only thing I want is to give Meguru happiness.
そうだね。心の穴。魔法。ねえ、星野くん。魔法っていうのは、それで叶えたい願いがあるから生まれるものなわけだよね。
That's what I've heard. I don't know what Aichi-san and Shiba-san's wishes are, though. Which I think is really cool that we do have something to look forward to in that sense, that we don't know what exactly they're wishing for. It's like kind of this big plot point, right? The whole witches thing, and we don't even know what exactly they're going for. So I'm looking forward to finding that out. And my mom was deaf. She wanted a normal life alongside other people. So I can really understand why she would wish for magic. I think that's why she wanted to become able to read other people's minds.
星野くんの魔法は
Togakushi-senpai's words really took me by surprise. I look over my face in puzzlement. She's looking upwards with a finger on her chin. What about your magic? Togakushi-senpai's clearly lost in thought trying to piece the puzzle together. What do you mean by that?
だって星野くんも持ってるでしょ。
I just inherited it from my mom.
でも聞いたところ、お母さんのと星野くんのは似てるけど別物だよね。
Yeah, I too want to kind of know what that's about.
だから星野くんの魔法って何なんだろうなって。
I haven't thought about that. Eventually, Togakushi-senpai returns her gaze back to me. Then she gently says with a smile on her face,
ひょっとしたら何かを叶えるために備わっているものなのかもね。
Now it's me who sinks into thought. If only I thought about my ability as a natural part of me as I was born with. Never even tried giving it any meaning beyond that. Never thought about why I have it, what it is for now, or how to make use of it. Instead, I've just considered it a burden and avoided dealing with it. I've been averting my eyes from it. But what if I was granted it for a purpose? What if it's not just an annoying handicap? Thinking back, I remember the first time in my life I was truly glad I had this ability. Came into contact with Meguru's feelings. Excuse me. Fell in love with her and experienced love together with her. And among all of that is the fact that I got to perceive Meguru's feelings more than anyone. The fact that I got to taste that bittersweetness that I... Togakushi-senpai. Thank you.
思ったことを言っただけだしね。
Still. Meguru, sorry.
何がです？
I have to go now. There's somewhere I gotta go today.
それじゃあ先輩、また明日。
Alright. See you tomorrow. The chest tightens at the loneliness and sorrowness I sense. Even without my ability over the force nature of Meguru's smile is clear as day. This is why I need to think this through carefully. There's a hint about filling the hole in my heart. It's here.
いらっしゃい。
Hello, thanks again for the help a while back. I'm wondering, can you spare another moment for me?
では、店を閉めてしまおう。何か相談事でもあるんだろう？そこに座って待っていてくれ。
It's not like anybody ever comes to this cafe, except for plot points. I bow to her and then sit down at the corner. I'm glad she's so quick to catch on. Makes me wonder if she knew this would happen. Then I'd stop by here again one day and ask questions about my ability. I proceed to ask Soma-san about everything that's on my mind. I feel like this is a music track we don't hear too often. Now, if my ability really is magic, and if that's the same kind of magic that Aichi-san and Shiba-san are seeking, if so, whether that means my ability exists to fulfill some kind of wish or not. Sun sets before I get finish getting everything off my chest. What do you think, Soma-san?
いつかこんな日が来るかもしれないと私もいろいろと考えていたんだがね。
Oh yes, right. I guess Soma-san has been concerned about me.
それを話そうか。
Really appreciate it. Tilt the cup in my hand and have a taste of the coffee she made for me. It's excellent as always. Put the cup down and give her another nod. Soma-san nods in response to me as talking.
結論からすれば、確かに魔法とは目的のために積み重ねた思いの結晶だ。集めるのは他者の心のかけらだが、それはあくまでも材料。魔法は契約者の願いと思いによって作り上げられる。つまり願いを叶えるために。そして前にも言った通り、君の備えているその能力も
魔法であることに間違いはない。
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and predict what I think it is. I think our mother wanted us to be happy. She wanted us to have a relationship like she did with our father. And so the manifestation of that was giving us this power that allowed us to perceive other people's feelings. She wanted us to maybe know the kind of happiness that she knew. Like she always knew that our dad really loved her and could like sense that with her magic, and she wanted us to be able to feel that with our partner. It's gonna be something along those lines. It's not like I got this ability because I was trying to fulfill some wish. Her wish for you was to be happy. You just got the power as the wish's manifestation of what that could be to help you, I guess.
だが君の力が魔法であることは間違いないんだ。魔法である以上、それは目的とともにある。母親には母親の。二人の魔法は同じようで違うはず。
Which means my ability must have some kind of purpose. Purpose that's different than that of my mom's. It's my own ability with its own purpose. Something I want to see fulfilled using this power.
一つこちらからも聞きたいんだがね。最近は彼女稲葉さん以外の患者を受け取ってしまい。
Yeah, I have been. Not sure when I stopped noticing everyone's look of jealousy. Things were pretty rough back then when that rumor about me was circulating around. Next thing I knew, I was only ever noticing Meguru's feelings. My ability has been thoroughly immersed in Meguru's bittersweetness. I highly doubt that no one else is directing any emotions at me.
それは君の能力に思考性ないし選択性が生じてきたということではないか。要するにコントロールが可能になってきている。
I wouldn't even say it's necessary that he's controlling it. I think he just has been so hyper-focused that it can't focus on anything else.
先日のシーバさんが貫いたかけらを吸収してしまった件だ。最初にネネのかけらを吸収してからも回収に立ち会う機会はあったはずだ。その理由は君自身にあるのではないか。無論無自覚ではあるんだろうが。
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. But becoming able to control my
君
ability.
の魔法は極めてイレギュラーだ。
Someone refills my cup with coffee before continuing a calm
契
voice.
約も君自身の願いもなく今そこにある。だが魔法であることには変わりない。君は何を願うのか。突き詰めればそういうことになる。
What I wish for, so my ability exists for the purpose of fulfilling my own wish. But still,
依然塞がらない君の心の穴はひょっとしたらその答えを探し待っているからなのか。その答えがあると無意識に悟っているからなのか。飲みたまえ。
yeah, good idea. Bring the coffee she has filled to my mouth again. What unfolds within my mouth is a highly aromatic bitterness and sourness. It's good.
それはよかった。人間の味覚は本来食べても平気なものと食べると危険なものを判断するためにあった。だが今はその必要もない。だからただ味を感じるだけだ。
I mean, I wouldn't say we don't use it anymore. You can still tell if like food's rotten, right? I would definitely say we have a lot more stuff that's more dangerous now. I mean, like antifreeze. I don't know if you guys know that that's like something that's really sweet. You can add that to something secretly and poison somebody that way. My mom watches a lot of murder shows. That's how I know. There's things like that it's really hard to tell. You can't just tell by taste if that would be dangerous or not, right? But generally, if something tastes really bad, it's probably not going to be good for you and it's not going to settle well.
今を生きている人間が味覚とは本来そういうものだったと意識することもない。
I wouldn't say necessarily everything that's bad for you necessarily tastes bad. I mean, we eat crazy amounts of sugar nowadays. Like, you think about it compared to our ancestors, like, our brains are wired to look for sugar, right? That's why we like it so much. They used to hardly get any, and nowadays you can go to the store and it's cheaper to buy sugar. Something that is bad for you in large quantities. You can get endless amounts of sugar for cheaper than anything else. Like, cheaper than fresh produce, almost.
だがそういうものなんだよ。それは揺るがない。
I guess that's not really a good example, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that are really sweet nowadays that are not Your tongue can't tell if it's bad for you or not.
生きるために備えていたものなんだ。
Tilt my cup and drink the rest of my coffee in one cup. Now you're making me want coffee. It's late at night. I can't be drinking coffee. Coffee is excellent, thank you.
またどうぞ。
Upon getting back home, I pressed my hands together in front of my mom's photo. Then I ruminate on what I just heard for a while. Mom, you wanted to hear how everyone else felt, didn't you? For that purpose, you acquired a magical ability. You then met Dad and fell in love with him. And eventually, I was born as a product of your and Dad's love. But part of my magic passed down to me. I'm also in love, Mom. And I possess magic just like you did, but unlike you, I didn't acquire this magic for that purpose. I wish my magic. That's the thing I want to see fulfilled. Can it be any clearer to me what it is? Meguru. When I whisper her name, I feel an incredible sense of fulfillment. Stirred by that sensation, I immediately take out my phone. Oh, hey, Meguru. Sorry to ask this out of nowhere, but can we see each other now?
よかった電話かかってきて
Late night rendezvous. He's like, I gotta get my feelings out right now. Meguru said yes to that question, came to meet me outside. No, the one who asked you out here, but it's okay for you to be out this late.
大丈夫ですよ今日はどうしても先輩と話したいことがあるのって言って出てきましたから別れ際があんなだったし
Yeah.
だから電話かかってきた時ものすっごく嬉しかったんですよ自分の心に穴が開いててもすぐに埋まっちゃうくらいになんて
I thought this has been weighing on her mind. That's right, my problems are no longer mine alone, just like my wish. Met Meguru, we fell in love, and now we're here together. Let's walk a little. Ooh, this is romantic. I like a late night walk. That's cool. And hey, you can actually do that in Japan because it's pretty safe there. Been thinking ever since we parted earlier. Before I knew it, we ended up walking down the street. The street we've taken countless detours down and had countless discussions on. There's something very meaningful about how we ended up here. I'm thinking about what exactly my magic is.
先輩の魔法
Right, supposedly magic forms when someone has a wish they want fulfilled. In my case, I simply inherited it from my mom.
何かを願って手に入れたものじゃないってことですそれはつまりそういうものってことなんじゃないですか
To tell you the truth, after we parted, I stopped at the Schwar's cots before heading home.
あ相馬さんに
Yeah, she told me that at the end of the day, magic is still magic. My case may be highly abnormal, but I still have magic, and she said that it's there for fulfilling a wish of mine. And the hole in my heart may exist because I'm subconsciously aware of this. Mary casts her eyes down and comes to a halt. She then awkwardly looks up at me with her hands clenched in front of her
じ
chest.
ゃあ先輩の願いって
Yeah.
自分じゃ叶えてあげられませんか自分じゃダメですか
I do like how, in difference from Cafe Stella, it seemed like Cafe Stella, his wish was to get laid. Like, that was kind of how he wanted to fill the hole in his heart then. And this is so much more interesting, because he's already done the deed, and it's not filled the hole in his heart. So I'm so glad. I don't understand how Cafe Stella went so wrong with this. I feel like they just took this idea and just... they just made it worse.
自分にできるなら何だってしてあげたいけど
Something else Sama-san said to me. Turned to face Meguru. Take Meguru's gaze head on, returning a stare load of everything I'm currently feeling. Look at the one and only girl in the world I love. She asked me whether I've been able to perceive this negative feelings of everyone else lately, or if maybe I've only been perceiving your feelings. Sure enough, that really is the case. I've been sensing all of your feelings strongly, and haven't been able to sense anyone else's negative feelings. Remember how we talked about this the other day when I came to your
そう
class?
いえば先輩辛くないって言ってた不思議と気にならなかったって
Well, turns out that really is because I have you. My ability gradually became like this because of how badly I wanted to experience your feelings. So I believe the purpose of my magic was to let me fall in love with you, Meguru.
先輩
Reality was never there for me to indiscriminately read everyone's feelings.
先輩じゃあ先輩の願いって
There's something I want to have. Following that, I close my eyes and then concentrate as hard as I can. I should be able to do this. I hope I can. I really want to. Believe that inside of me is a power capable of making this happen. I can do it. Mom and Dad loved each other as a result of their love I was born. You want to have a child? Which is why I'm sure the magic I inherited is there for love. Oh. Okay, I see what he's probably going to do. He's going to give back those heart fragments he stole. He's going to give them back to her. Right? Yeah? This magic is a product of focused emotions. I love you, Meguru. I give to the girl I love a gift most precious, a manifestation of my feelings. Or he's giving her his feelings. Okay. That's what he wanted to do. Scorching hot object in her hands amidst a pulsing way as if it was a beating heart. Meguru, you've given me nothing but love, and because of that, my love for you grew until it became this powerful. Damn. This is a cool CG. Okay, I like it a lot. Like, I'm telling you, every CG Meguru has had has been fire. Wanted to give it to you just so I can show you how much I love you. Meguru tears up. She gazes at the crystallized feelings in her hand and hugs it tight. It's reaching her. My love for Meguru is really reaching her. Still not enough to express everything I feel for you, but this is my one and only wish. I just want you to know the depths of my love for you. That is all. Meguru hugs my feelings tight and blissful revere. I gaze at Meguru, sharing in her joy. Meguru, I love you. Meguru tears up even more. And she responds with a smile brilliant enough to rival the shimmering of my crystallized feelings. Following that, my heart feels as if it's about to burst. Meguru's smile has set my heart racing like never before, but that's not all. My chest feels hot. It's like my emotions are overflowing from my heart. I've experienced this sensation before, if I'm not mistaken. Fragments. Pretty sure that the fragments of my heart have just returned. All of them. I mean, I think both Aichi-sans and Shiba-sans have returned to them. So it was you after all. Clenched my chest while smiling at Meguru. Within my breast, my heart beats hot and vigorously with my love for Meguru. You not only fulfilled my wish, you filled my heart too. Pull her into a tight hug. Now you know how Aichi feels. Not letting go. God, I love you, Meguru. Meguru rubs her face against my cheek, hugging her even tighter, pressed her against my chest so that she can feel the beating of my heart. Of course it is when I have you in my arms. Meguru, your heart fragrance may have just left me, but... Looking at me with wet eyes, Meguru shows me the crystalline heart she's been holding tight to her chest. Ha, right. We both laugh and then we softly close our eyes. Share a kiss. It's a loving and natural kiss, proof that our feelings are reaching each other. My thoughts match the girl I love exactly. I'm getting so emotional that I'm starting to tear up too. You know, I was actually a little scared. Give her a wry smile as our lips part. Maybe we would have had enough and be satisfied once we fully expressed our feelings. Meguru shakes her head, rubbing her teary eyes against me in the process. Then she firmly returns my hug. Yeah, you're totally right. I'll never have enough. Now I just want to make you even happier. That's the kind of love we share.
だから先輩
Meguru looks up at me with enraptured eyes.
しましょう
Oh
よ
my gosh. Why do you have to ruin such a good moment by saying that?
女の子からこんなこと言ってこめぐるはもう
Can only kiss her one more time. I feel the same. Hopefully they don't do it out here. That'd be weird.
はい
Get off of Meguru's arms wrapped around mine. I don't want to wait though. I need to sate my growing lust as soon as possible. For the first time in my life, I went to a love hotel. A level hotel.
先輩
So after our extraordinarily passionate lovemaking session.
呼んだだけですよ
Oh, damn, I can't show this to you guys. Or at least I can't show you part of it. It's dirty, but wholesome. Lying in the bed, cuddling naked, basking in the afterglow. Like, if I could show this, I would, because this is, like, really sweet. It's, like, not meant to be sexual. Like, this is actually, like, probably one of the most wholesome CGs. Meguru leans against me with a rapt smile on her face and my crystallized feelings clutched against her chest. You've been staring at that thing a
だっ
lot.
てエッチの後だからですかね
I
な
don't-
んだかさらに嬉しくて
I don't think they will, but I would love if they ended it here. I would love if they just end, maybe have it right here, have a little bit of like, oh yeah, we got the crystals back. We're so happy you guys, you know, are so in love, and then they ride off in the sunset kind of thing.
ね
I want to say my name
え
again.
今度は違いますよですねなんだかまた一段と
Telling you, every CG of Meguru hits. It's all so good.
そういうのはいいんですよ
I just had to say it. You were crazy cute.
先輩こそあんなに夢中で腰振ってくれてましたしなんていうかつい言いたくなるんですよね今言われると照れ
Julia's true
はい
bliss.
すっごいしねえ先輩
What is it now?
普通のカップルは多分こんなにいちいち立ち止まって確かめ合ったりしてないですよね
Yeah, you might be right. Probably more easygoing about things like dating and sex probably happen more casually for
イ
them.
メージの話ですけどね
So what about it?
今すっごく幸せで先輩とあんなエッチしちゃった後で裸で寄り添いながらこの思いを抱きしめてるとだから自分たちはこれでよかったんだなって思うんですよ
Not either of us is the type we could have a casual
困っ
relationship.
たもんですよね面倒な性格で
We're only able to have such a passionate relationship because of that.
はい
That's what makes these happy moments so
今
great.
後とも末永くよろしくお願いします
Good, because I'm not going anywhere. Share a laugh and cuddle up even more. Unlike when we're having sex, this kind of body contact expresses a true but gentle love. It's like my whole world is filled solely with Meguru. You know, this must be how it would feel if we lived together. Forever,
は
huh?
いいいですよね
Of course not, it'd be my pleasure. I should be asking you to stay with me.
そうですよ自分先輩にこんないろいろエッチなことを教え込まれちゃったんですから責任取ってもらわないと
Okay, he didn't do anything, okay?
初めての何から何まで先輩にあげちゃったんですから
You know, it's not something I take lightly.
またなんだか確かめ合っちゃいましたね
Nothing wrong with that. Let's keep doing this forever. Alright, so I guess it's about time you call your family.
そうですねすぐ帰るって出てきたのにこれですから
I'll apologize to your parents too. Let's get scolded together. Tell them I kept you out late because there's something I had to talk to you about that couldn't wait. Something that had to be said so we could stay together forever.
それお母さんたちに言ったら絶対そういう話だと思われますよね
That's okay though, right? I want to tell Meguru's parents I love her more than anything and I want to be with her forever. I want to marry her at some point and live my life together with her.
言ってください
Meguru hugs my feelings tight and then
先
says,
輩とずっともう一生ものの恋をしちゃってるって胸張って言いましょう先輩
Meguru shows me the most dazzling smile in the world. My wish has really come true. The reason I inherited my mom's magic has never been clearer.
大
It was so Meguru and I could experience true love together. Are they gonna end it there? Let's go! Holy shit, that was good. And this music slaps. It slaps. I like having the DS there. Oh, now they're gonna play every CG, and I can't show every CG. Oh, I love this song. It's so good. Like the perfect ending. Okay, I'm gonna meet you guys after the credits though, because it's gonna probably show some things I can't show. Cat Girl Meguru was great. Time flies when life is full of happiness. The first hero girl had come for a consultation leaves with a smile on her face. We'll see her off with a wave. Alright, I think that was it.
ですね。もう大丈夫だと思います。最初はどうなることやらって感じでしたけど。
Advice you gave her seemed to have helped a lot, probably because you went through a similar problem.
自分の話はいいんですよ。ちょっと自分を重ねちゃったのは確かですけど、友達と仲直りしたい。
Well, that girl didn't go as far as saying I want to be popular.
自分の方がヤバかったみたいな言い方やめてくださいよ。何ですかそれ？彼女いじめ？
How on earth does this make me a closet pervert?
自分の中ではあるんです。
Okay, I kind of do. Actually, I definitely do. Meguru's mainly talking about her sex life. Though she talks about being bullied, she's always going, Senpai, oh god, you keep teasing me.
というか。
Sorry, we're kind of in our own world there.
それはいいんだけど、それはそれで逆に恥ずかしい。先輩のせいですからね。
Yeah, okay. It's always my fault.
はい。二人の仲が相変わらずいいのは何よりなんですけど、悩み事の相談をしに来た人にまでお二人だけで解決に導いちゃってるのが。ねえ、出番がないよ。はい。ちょっぴり切ない。でも私とシーバさんでは。そうなんだよね。星野くんもめぐるちゃんも相談に来た人の悩み事とか気持ちとかを汲み取るのがすっごく上手なんだもん。はい。1年前からすると信じられないくらいです。
Were we really that dense in your eyes?
能力もあったし、鈍感とまでは言わないけど、なんだか変にずれてたってことじゃん。ねえねえねえ先輩。そんな昔の星名先輩からすると今は信じられませんよね。
He literally has still been dense this episode, so.
っていうか、嘘！めぐるもなんですか？結構いろいろ察してたと思うんですけど。
No, not at all.
稲葉さんは空気を読みすぎるか読まないかでしたからね。
Yeah.
オンオフしかなかったと言いますか、極端だったと言いますか。ぐふ、そうだったかもしれません。
Now I'm depressed.
でも今は違うんだからいいんだよ。今ではすっかりおかけんのお悩み相談エースコンビじゃない？ねえ、どうして二人ともそんなに上手になったの？それはなんででしょうね。なんとなくわかるようになったというか。
Well, Meguru and I were both really bad at socializing in general. And now that I have Meguru, I can look back at my past self more objectively. It's probably helping out a lot.
なるほど。それはそうかもしれません。そっか。めぐるちゃんとのお付き合いのおかげなんだね。先輩。
Ah, well, maybe that's just how I want to see it.
いえ、自分もそう思います。そう思いたいです。ねえねえ先輩、つむぎ先輩。なんか今日も星名先輩ったら自分のことが好きですよ。苦しいです稲葉さん。
Always squeezing her.
こういうところは前のままなんだけどね。おのろけがついてくるのを除いて。
Yeah, that's my Meguru, alright.
星名くんのね。
Just seemed like that was the right thing to say here.
戸隠先輩が聞いたら大喜びするところだもんね。今日星名くんがこう言ってましたって。
No, please don't. Last filled the club room as I rushed to stop her. This is the state of our club 1 year after Meguru and I had begun dating. Oh wow, we had a big time jump. There's some differences now, but some things never change. So what about the fragment retrieval?
そこはまたご協力いただければ助かります。
Gosh, she's still not done? A year later?
もちろんですよ。ねね先輩とつむぎ先輩のためですもん。メアドは聞いておきましたから、連絡すればすぐ来てくれると思いますよ。
Well, maybe you should ask her to bring along the friend she made up with
そう
too.
ですね。あの子もあの子で悩んでたし、仲直りしたんならどっちもですよね。お友達の方ともコンタク
Yeah, there are always at least two sides to these kind of situations, so we went to see the other girl too.
ト。てわけで、ねね先輩とつむぎ先輩、どっちも取りっぱぐれなしだと思いますよ。行き届いてる。ありがとうございます。
Meguru texts the girl to have her come to the courtyard at the end of our lunch break. Then at the right time, he just pulls out the gun and shoots her. Whacks her in the head.
ってわけで、おお、やりましたね、つむぎ先輩。稲葉さん、今の私たちは他の人から見え。そうでした。もし誰かに見られたら、虚空に向かって二人のはい。なので星名くんのように極力無反応でお願いします。
Wow, we're stoic.
そういえば先輩静かだったけど。
Yeah. It's been a while since I last saw these two in their witch's outfits. Man, they look as amazing as ever. He's literally checking them out. Wait, Aichi-san's clothes barely cover anything. It's crazy sexy, while Shiva-san looks really cute in her girly outfit. Clearly see the shape of their boobs like this. Nothing will ever beat Meguru's cute boobs, though. Just thinking how strange it is I can see them when they're in the witch form even though I don't have my magic anymore.
それは多分まだ魔法の結果自体は生きているからだ。一度願いを叶えた以上、星名くんはもう二度と新しい魔法を使うことはできないでしょうけど。
I see. That's why I can still see you. Meguru can see you because she has the product of my magic.
あんまり見てほしくはないですけど、恥ずかしいし、なんだか稲葉さんには。っていうか、そろそろ戻りましょうよ。他の人に見られたらって話してたじゃないですか。
Oh, whoops. Let's head back to the club room. As you can see, the collection of fragments for the two witches is going smoothly. Taking a fair amount of time, but apparently both of them now have a little bit more to go before they're done. Having helped in all this time, Meguru and I are both looking forward to that day. Though I still do wonder what their wishes are. That's okay. We'll find out when they're out. After school for our club activities finished for the day. Meguru and I are walking down this familiar street once again. Are you upset about something?
先輩、お昼のかけら回収の時、ねね先輩とつむぎ先輩のこと見てましたよね。
Obviously, they were right in front of us.
二人の格好が、特にというか、主にねね先輩がセクシーダイナマイトだからって見入ってるとか本当にマジエル先輩な。
Excuse me, I felt that one coming on. Are you only mad about this now? Seen their witch outfits countless times already. Because you guys are a little bit more committed. And sure, I've stared at them a bit much, but I think it's been a while. This is just how guys are. Swear that you will be forever be the only
じゃ
girl
あ
for
二
me.
人の格好を見てエッチな気分にならなかったんですか？
No, I
やっ
can't.
ぱり
What do you expect? Anyone would stare at such a revealing outfit.
知りません。
Look, I'm seriously sorry. Please cheer up, Meguru.
ダメです。悔しいから。
What?
悔しいから抱きついてめぐるの虜にしてあげます。
Oh, you're only playing around. Ugh, don't scare me.
だから知りませんよだ。先輩の言ってたことが本当なのかどうか。だからこうしちゃうんですよ。
And what is this telling you?
やっぱりめぐるが一番だな。
Actually, I was thinking, man, Meguru's boobs sure are small. Hey, yo!
やっぱりおっぱい見てたんじゃないですか。最低ですよ。ドン引きですよ。これだから先輩は。
You two must be comfortable if you're willing to say that in
こ
front
れ
of
は
her.
もう話すわけにはいかなくなりましたよ。
Yeah, please don't. You'll stop by my place today, right?
もちろんです。末永く一緒にって約束してますもん。それで先輩、どうなんですか？やっぱりめぐるが一番なんですよね。
I really need to spell
ち
it
ゃん
out.
と伝えてほしいですよ。 きっとそうだっていうのがはっきりするから嬉しいんじゃないですか。
You will forever and always be the only girl for me. No one else could ever compare to you.
はい、自分も先輩が一番で唯一ですよ。スリスリ。
We proceed to walk home while cuddling with each other. The two of us are always like this. We can't still fully understand what the other is thinking. That's normal. We may love each other, but we're still two separate individuals. This is something we're fully aware of, which is why we cling to each other and try to read and express our feelings for each other. I don't think this is ever going to change with us. Because at the end of the day, this is what love is all
先
about.
輩先輩、
What's up,
知
Meguru?
ってます？自分先輩のこと未だに毎日どんどん好きになってるんですよ。
Yeah? Haha, that's wonderful. So is mine for you.
じゃあこれからもどんどん先輩ずっとこうしていきましょうね。
Like this, we'll live our lives expressing and deepening our love for each other every day. Having been blessed with this wondrous opportunity of meeting each other, we will cherish our future together forevermore. Ooh, there's an extra button. Let's go. Anyways, okay, I really like the whole ending thing for Meguru's route. Hopefully you guys didn't mind too much. I was kind of skipping through some of the dialogue. I actually enjoyed it a lot more doing that, so I probably will do that more from now on. Hopefully that's not a big, like, oh, I hate that he just did that kind of thing. I feel like it really just helped me get to the good stuff. And I actually enjoyed it more when I could just read the things I was actually interested in rather than then just making out for the millionth time. Skipping that helped. But really cute CGs. I really like that one where she's like holding his heart fragment while they're just kind of laying there talking about their future together. I think that was awesome. That was probably my favorite part there, or just the part where he like first made that the whole part with him making the heart fragment to give her something too was great, really good. But yeah, I'm glad to be done with Meguru's route though. I think we got to see everything we wanted to see out of it. I've just come to expect that there's not going to be any kind of like after story type things that I really like. But this is a school setting, so I mean, the future is so far away, right? Okay, so Wakana has a route, right? I don't know why Wakana's not on the home page here. I wonder if there's a reason for that. I'll probably do Wakana's next. I might actually do Toko's after that. I might save the two witches for last, because it seems like they kind of have a wish that they're trying to fulfill. I think it might be more interesting to save them for last, but we'll see. I'm undecided on the order. I'll probably just do Wakana next though. You guys told me Samugi's route is not that good, so not looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll go through Wakana's, Samugi's, and see where things go from there. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that. I made this a long episode. It's been a while since I recorded, and I wanted to get through this route. I've been on it too long. I wanted it done. So that's done. We're gonna move on to the next one. So see you guys then.